It's the poor that's gonna starve and die. It's not the rich. I think poor is somebody like me. It's a struggle every day.
You're struggling and stuff, just making gas money just to get through to work every day and stuff for that month.
The county is considered first or second poorest county in the United States of America, which we're not proud of.
That was yours?
Yeah.
What happened, man?
I don't know, but he came on about 3 o'clock in the morning. It was one of them things, I guess.
So it's poor, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's poor.
Each year we journey to America's poorest county to connect with locals and see the realities of everyday life. This year, our focus turns to Owsley County, Kentucky, a community that's been covered by the likes of Huffington Post and Al Jazeera. Rural Appalachia, particularly Kentucky's coal mining regions, have long grappled with poverty. This region dominates the list of America's most challenging places to live, with 10 counties from this area making the top 25 in the country due to factors like life expectancy, poverty rates, and educational attainment. The question is, why does this area struggle so deeply with poverty? I mean, we're talking about one of the most beautiful areas in the country, and it's a place rich with coal and natural minerals, but it's also an area with low soil quality, so not much farming, rugged terrain, so hard to access and expensive to develop in. It's landlocked, which means no access to ocean ports, and so while it does have terrain loaded with coal and minerals, the problem is rich investors and coal mining companies came into these towns and sucked them dry. They gave the Kentucky locals who broke their backs toiling in the mines some crumbs from the table and took their riches for themselves. And when the coal business dried up, these companies vanished, leaving behind widespread unemployment and a devastating rise in drug addiction. In this episode, we dive into Owsley County, speaking with locals, law enforcement, and even those involved in the drug trade to paint a portrait of life in this overlooked corner of America. Join us today as we explore the poorest county in the country. And to give some context, this episode was filmed over the course of 2 visits, one in 2022 and one in 2024. Here we go.
Before we get into the episode, I got an announcement for you. We know mainstream media is dog shit, but thankfully we got the alternative. On my Patreon, you'll have access to videos like visiting the Chicago Trap House and talking to high-end car thieves. These episodes are not on YouTube, and if you think my YouTube is crazy, Patreon is on a whole nother level. Plus, for $7 a month, you get to be a part of one of the fastest growing independent media movements in the country. Oh, and by the way, I also FaceTime some of you too. The link is in my pinned comments. I appreciate you guys, and now to the episode. Would you mind if I asked you a couple questions?
About one of the poorest counties in the country.
This is?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we start rolling?
Okay. We got one-way street all the way out the courthouse. The roads are bad. Local law enforcement don't want to do their job.
So what's missing from law enforcement? Like what kind of crimes are happening that they're
drugs.
Not? What kind of drugs? Like fentanyl?
Meth, heroin, you name it.
And you said this is one of the poorest counties in the country.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like a reputation it has?
It's always been that way. The older generation didn't want no factories or nothing like that, so now the younger generation is paying the price for it.
So there's not really good job opportunities here.
You either work for the school board, courthouse, or the county. It's the only job.
So is there a high unemployment rate here?
Yeah.
And the people that are unemployed they collect?
They're on disability or live on food stamps, stuff like that.
And what percentage would you guess of the population is that, of this town?
I'd say probably about 80% of it.
80%, wow. Do you feel represented as an American?
Yeah, I did when Trump was in, but not now, no.
So you felt like Trump kind of had small, like little town America's back,
yeah.
but not the current administration?
Yeah, he had the people's back. He didn't have the government's back.
What about this current administration makes you feel underrepresented?
Well, a gallon of milk is $7 here.
So inflation is hitting people
Yeah.
heavy. A gallon of milk is $6.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. How could a town like this recover and have a second wind to it?
Well, they got plenty of farmland. Want to do it? Let some company buy something, build a factory, start give something for the youth to do, other than school and running around the roads and hanging out with their own crowds.
So basically, because there's a lack of opportunities for the youth, they're running around getting into drugs, starting those the young, and then that starts a cycle that's going to keep the city economically depressed.
Yeah. I moved out of here when my boy got up to high school age and moved to Indiana, so he
have a better chance.
Now he's working up there and he's making $30 an hour in the factory.
That's damn good.
His wife's making $15 in that factory, so
And it just feels like the opportunities here aren't there.
They're not here.
So if you were president of this country, what's one thing you would change to help a county like this?
I would lower the price of food, gas, give more job opportunities to people in the counties, not worry about big companies as much as they do and worry about the small people.
So does it feel like the cost of living is getting so high that it just almost feels impossible to get ahead?
I go through $800 a month in food.
Wow. What percentage of the town would you say is into harder drugs?
I'd say probably over 60%. I've literally sit on my front porch 3 o'clock in the morning and watch people walk down the middle of the highway in their underwear.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Any final thoughts or any advice for us going forward here? Is it sketchy here?
Run.
Like, is someone?
If they don't know you and you step on their property, they'll shoot first and ask questions later.
Wow. Well, thank you for the heads up. Okay, so first question I have is, do you feel represented as an American? Do you feel like the government has your interest at heart?
No, hell no. I mean, look who we got as a president, Joe Biden. I mean, not that Trump was any better, but I mean, at least he was making stuff happen, you know. They're just running this country in the ground. I mean, look at inflation, look at gas prices. It's the poor that's gonna starve and die. It's not the rich. I mean, it's dropping a bucket to them.
What is rich to you and what is poor to you?
I think poor is somebody like me. It's a struggle every day.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what rent goes for around here?
$750.
For how big of a house or a bedroom?
2 or 3 bedroom mobile home, living room, kitchen, bathroom, washer and dryer.
Okay.
And then you got gas, water, and electric, and trash, and then I got car payments, I got credit card bills, I got personal loan debt,
Does it feel like you're barely staying above water?
Oh yeah, man.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the camera?
Get Joe Biden out of office. Get Donald Trump back in, or somebody better than Biden.
Let's go down to the courthouse where there's probably a lot of characters hanging out. This is known as one of the poorest counties in America. Is that a reputation that people are aware of?
Yes. Some want to work and some don't.
What do people do for fun around here?
You have to travel out.
Yeah?
Go to Lexington or Jackson or somewhere.
There's nothing fun in the entire town.
Not a thing here.
Do people ride horses? Do they shoot guns? Do they play darts? Do they drink beer?
Beer. They drink beer and throw darts.
So you mentioned a lot of people are choosing not to work. Are a lot of businesses struggling to hire right now and they just can't fill a position?
They will hire somebody and then they just want to go home. They just kind of give up.
Pretty easy to quit,
Yeah.
huh?
As soon as they get their first paycheck, they want to go back to the house.
Did you grow up here?
No, I've been here for 4 years. I lost my woman. I watched her overdose and die. I lost my home. I lost my vehicle, you know what I mean? I lost it all here.
So what do people do around here?
Try to survive, that's it.
Do you feel represented as an American?
No, I haven't even got a stimulus check yet.
Really? How did they miss you, man? That's Trump or Biden, if you're watching this, get this guy the stimulus
I love
check.
my stimulus check. Checks. I lost $168,000 in one day.
How'd you do that, man?
Let's told it.
Was it cash?
Yeah. Used it.
I'm guessing you were running some sort of operation then to get that cash? Yeah. So were you like a known dealer in the area? Are a lot of people struggling here?
Yes.
Is people not eating around here? Is that bad?
Yeah. I mean, people's going through trash cans and dumpsters. You know what I mean? It's not to make money, just to survive. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. What would you do if you were president to change the situation in this town?
I would take a match and a lot of gas or something and I'd set fire to it.
What kind of cases do you encounter around here?
Just the warrants and stuff, people gets on them, and people non-child support, drug heads, and people on meth and things like that.
Is meth a big issue around here?
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Yeah?
It seems like it just keeps getting worse and worse.
And how do you see the cycle getting better?
I believe in everything and stuff, people's helping stuff with each other and stuff, and then these rehabs and things, that helps a whole lot too.
Okay, so this is known as one of the poorest counties in America. Why do you think it is that way?
I just got everything, people and everything and stuff. I mean, there ain't much in this little community and stuff really and things to do. And
do you think there's enough job opportunities for people here?
There are several jobs and things, a few that people could actually work and stuff if they want to work, but
people are just choosing not to work.
Several people just don't want to work. That's has a lot to do with the generation stuff. Well, there's some that wants to work and stuff, and there's some that don't want to hardly do much work because they rely on the government and stuff.
So welfare systems?
Yeah.
Do you feel represented as an American?
Yep, I feel pretty good. Yeah, I'd like to feel pretty good and stuff.
Do you feel like the government has your best interest at heart? And because I feel like some people feel like small town America is overlooked.
Well, I know they try to help everything the best they can and stuff. Seems like it to me, but I mean they can only do so much. We got to try to do the rest.
So you're about to slap some cuffs on somebody?
Oh,
huh?
Yep. They had a little thing with the tranq and stuff. They got their they need a ride. I give them a call or something there. And I said, I'll give them a ride. I said, just do the crime. And I said, I'll haul.
And where do you take them to? How far is the jail from here?
12 miles. It's the 3 Forks Regional Jail.
How's the food there?
Stuff. It's about like at the house and everything. I mean, they fix them 3 meals a day, and they got breakfast and then they lunch, and then they'll have a dinner at the evening.
What does struggling look like here? Like how tough does it get?
It gets pretty tough, and some jobs and everything might pay like every 2 weeks and stuff to get by, and it helps a lot and everything getting gas stuff. But then there's some jobs that might not get paid and everything like once a month, and you're struggling and everything instead of just making gas money just to get through to work the every day and stuff for that month to get your paycheck.
And what does rent go for around here?
Oh God, it's about $600 a month someplace.
For how big of a house?
Just a single wide trailer and things.
So this 12 eggs and like the cheap kind, $3.60 at Walmart or Aldi. That would be $2.50. Yeah, this is expensive. Like you're paying as much for these eggs, and these are the factory farmed ones, as you would pay. It's more than what you would pay at Aldi for the pasture raised, a really nice egg. So have you noticed the food prices jumping lately? Tell me from your experience.
Yes.
Yeah? What in particular? Is there anything specific that you've been buying that all of a sudden has jumped?
Everything.
How much do you think your grocery bill has gone up?
Oh, I'd say about $200,000-300,000 a month more.
Really? That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
And why do you think that is? It's tough.
Big.
I don't know. I would say because, of the area, I would say, because, where we live in this rural area, where gas was so high, which...
Has your budget also gone up by $200 or $300 a month? Is there any specific food item that you've noticed has jumped?
Eggs is one of it.
Milk.
Yeah, hamburgers.
2 or 3 years ago, what could you buy eggs for?
$1.99 or something, $1.50.
I worked in the store for 35 years. Eggs used to go for 99 cents a dozen, 89, 79.
So it's nearly doubled or tripled?
Double.
Yeah, they're
It's
almost
triple.
$4 a 12 for a dozen.
Yeah.
This is also known as one of the poorest counties in the country, right? What to you is rich and what to you is poor? Like how much a year do you have to make or a month do you have to make to be rich, and how much do you have to be making to be poor?
You have to make a lot to be rich, wouldn't you? Probably $100,000 a year or something.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's poor here? Like if you're making under a certain amount, like, okay, what's...
I make a pretty good living, but I'm still poor. I mean, I just live paycheck to paycheck, so.
What's the average cost of rent here?
I heard it was $700-800 a month.
And what kind of place is that?
Probably something you could throw your leg through, or see the wall, or see the ground.
Is that like a 2-bedroom? Is that a trailer? Is that a side-by-side? Is
Let's
that
say
a...
a one-bedroom. One-bedroom.
One bedroom place is that high.
We're here in the beautiful state of Kentucky to dive into the poorest county in America, Owsley County. We actually were here 2 years ago and did a piece, but we just didn't think we did it justice, so we're back to cover it properly. My concern for America is that people are right now. When you are paying $20 for eggs, cheese, and sausage, and cost of rent's going up, your utility bill is going up, wages have stayed stagnant, jobs have gone overseas. Without further ado, folks, Owsley County, Kentucky. What's life like around here?
It's pretty boring, to tell you the truth.
See, you're strapped up.
They like to rob you.
There's a lot of robberies around here?
Yeah.
You ever have to use it?
Not yet.
That's good.
Not on people, anyway.
Okay. What do people do for fun around here?
They ain't much around here, too, though, to tell you the truth.
You don't square dance or do any of that?
Nah, they ain't nothing like that around here anymore. They used to be all kinds of stuff, but now they ain't nothing.
How have things been economically with cost of living going up, rent going up, things like that? What has that been like in the area?
It's pretty rough on a lot of it, because just ain't got the money to do it. Just like my truck, my step history, and me out paying bills, trying to. It cost me almost $400 to get it fixed.
To get your truck fixed?
Yeah, that's most of my money right there.
Are there a good amount of jobs around here?
No, there ain't nothing.
What are my options?
$1 short of the BB.
If you could talk directly to the president, what would you tell him?
I'd tell him to bring some jobs around here where people have something to do besides out stealing and robbing and...
A job will give someone something to do besides stealing and robbing?
Yeah, might get them off all these drugs.
All right, bro. If you're a true American, you want America to be better for everybody. So how do we get there? What's the roadmap? What are the hurdles in our way? And what are some actual solutions that could get us there? I happen to think that with the amount of money going in with taxes into the federal government and state governments every year, you gotta imagine that there's better solutions than what's been going on now. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Tell the people where we are right now.
Right now we're in Boonville, Kentucky, just outside of town.
Boonville sounds like a city from a movie.
It's got something to do with, they say Daniel Boone camped out here, you know.
What is Daniel Boone known for again?
He was like the Cumberland Gap, stuff like that.
The Gap, West Virginia Gap.
Tell the people about Boonville.
Basically, you know, like 98% all white population. Everybody knows everybody.
Some people call Owsley County the poorest county in America.
Well, yeah, see, I seen your other video on, what was it, McCreary?
Yeah.
Said that was the poorest county, but you know, I've heard Owsley County, Lee County.
So it's poor, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's poor.
Is that a reputation that people are aware of or they think about?
No, not really, you know.
To you, what is rich? Like if I make this amount in a year, you're like, I'm good.
But it ain't about money, you know, it's like, you know, your living situation. How you want to live and doing whatever you want to do.
All right, well, see you in a few. You can tell just by who's shopping at the gas station that meth is definitely an issue in the area. My hunch tells me that fentanyl has creeped in here too. I know that this is kind of middle America and some of the trends that happen in LA, New York are slow to hit, but fentanyl has pretty much creeped in everywhere now. So I want to explore a little bit more about that. One of the questions in my head is, does poverty cause drug addiction? Like the misery of poverty, you mask it up with drugs, or by getting into drugs, does that cause poverty? Chicken before the egg kind of question. Anyways, we're driving through the beautiful hill country of Kentucky. There's bluffs, there's trees, there's wildlife, the birds are chirping. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into Owsley County and talk to the locals.
Gage said he had some friends he wanted to introduce us to and to follow him, so we left the parking lot and hit the dusty trail. Here's what happened.
We've been on a dirt road for a little while now, and this is only a spot that a local could bring you into.
Hey, buddy. You don't bite, they just bark.
My dog's like that too. Come here. Hey, puppy.
Come. She didn't like it.
What's her name?
Gracie. That nine, baby.
The little guys are the ones you gotta watch out for with the dog.
Yeah, I run slap over top of that little fella in my car.
Yeah?
We went over him. I mean, blood and everything coming out of his mouth.
You said you ran over him?
I backed up and turned it back over him.
Yeah. He's doing okay, huh?
Yeah, I give him medicine. Doctor him up.
Yeah.
Where y'all from?
We're from Milwaukee.
Well.
Yeah. Good to meet you. I'm Tommy.
You too. I'm Isaac Bowley.
Isaac, nice to meet you.
You too, buddy.
Did you grow up around here?
I grew up in Owsley County, not right here, but up Buffalo part of it.
You love it here?
Yeah.
What do you love about it?
I don't know. It seems like you can live here better than you can away. I tried living in Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan, and places like that, but to come down here, it's easier living, you know, stuff. And you don't have as much traffic, and, you know, it's more peaceful.
You seem like a man that wouldn't like traffic.
I don't like it. I come through Atlanta, Georgia one morning, and it was rush hour, running 100 miles an hour, and I had a 21-foot trailer behind me, driving a truck like that right there.
You sound like a menace on the road.
I mean, I had to. The man I was riding with, he had a heart problem, but he's having a heart attack or something. He said he couldn't do it.
If I was in your car driving 100 with you, I'd probably have a heart attack too. I'm kind of a weenie when it comes to high speeds.
Well, if everything's running that fast, and you had to get in the lane over here, and you was in this lane, you had to get past them.
Yeah. So how has this area changed over time? What was it like when you were a kid?
Well, where I was born, up in Upper Buffalo, there wasn't no traffic. There wasn't no cars up in there. I remember the first car I ever seen. It was about a 50 model Chevrolet truck.
When I look around this landscape, I feel like this is what America looked like for many, many years before cities ever came to be.
Oh, yeah. Graduated high school and really been working around here ever since.
What do your folks do?
My mom's phlebotomist down here right next to the BP down there.
So if I need some blood, she's who I go to?
Yeah.
I see something went down here. That was yours?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Don't know, buddy. Come on about 3 o'clock in the morning, smoke something out the windows.
You got a mean ex-girlfriend or something?
That's what I was trying to figure out, yeah. I don't think I made one that mad, though.
What do you think happened?
I just don't know. Just one of them things, I guess.
How long ago did this happen?
2 months ago.
That's a big life event to have your house burned down.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
I'm gonna guess insurance isn't gonna cover this?
But I know insurance.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, man.
Yeah.
How has Owsley changed over time? From when you were a kid to now, how has it changed?
Well, we've got like a new road, a new 30 coming out of Bootleg there, you know. Well, we've got a stoplight down there now, costing like one red light.
So when you grew up, there was no stoplight?
No, we just had a flashing costing light there. Yeah.
What are the pros and cons of a small town?
Oh, well, of course, you got everybody in your business all the time, you know.
Is it hard to find a lady to court around here?
You can find plenty of them, but now it's hard to what they are.
What do you look for in a woman?
I gave it up. I'm 75-year-old.
How long have you given up looking for love?
Since my wife died.
Man,
you know.
I'm sorry to hear that. When was that?
She died when she was 60.
You guys are about the same age?
Yeah, we're the same age.
I have to die first. That's what I told my wife, because
Well,
I don't think I could.
hers, you know, it's hard. I mean, lived with her 42 years.
Life can be a lot of love and joy, but it can also be a lot of tragedy.
It can be good or it can be bad, sure can. If you find a good woman, you found a good thing. But if you find a bad one on you, you find the worst thing in the world.
Sweet Cheeks is a wonderful woman. That's my wife. Shout out to Sweet Cheeks, by the way.
A woman can kill a man, run him crazy, I mean, just destroy him.
The younger generation, I feel like they're slower to get married, and some of them don't even want to get married. What do you think about that?
I think they're wise not to want to get married.
Why is that?
They always break up with it.
And when you lose them, I can't imagine that, man. That's
yeah, that's a bad feeling. I mean, it's the worst feeling in the world. It's like part of you died, I mean, with her.
Do you feel like it's
in a hole and can't get out? That's what that's an awful feeling.
Do you believe in the afterlife? Do you believe in heaven?
Yeah, I believe we'll meet again.
If I want to date someone around here, what are my options? Where do I go to find them? What do you look for?
Oh, man.
Tinder?
No, it's
not Tinder.
No, not around here.
Are people on Tinder?
Sure they are, but they're probably like registered to Lexington or, you know, somewhere where there's more people, you know what I mean?
Do you also have to drive kind of far to find them?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, besides the same old ones around here, you know.
So if you found love, you found a woman, and she said, hey, but you gotta move to Lexington or Louisville, would you do it? Or you say, hey, I want you to live in the country with me?
Well, I guess if I loved her enough, I probably would.
What do you fellas do for fun?
We go fishing or something like that, or, you know, just...
Is there a good creek around here?
All these rivers and creeks, yeah.
What can you catch around here?
You can catch catfish, bass, crappie.
So I noticed in the South a lot that people have a lot of cars on their property. Is everyone just kind of working on a project?
Yeah, most of them, you know, is like parts cars they buy for parts. You know, they'll put the parts they need off of that car. And
okay, so rather than buy, let's say, 3 parts for $1,000, you might buy the whole car for a few $100, and then you can mix and match what you want off of it. So I'd imagine that people around here are fairly handy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody's self-sufficient, most of them.
And if I wanted to find a job around here, is that hard to do?
Ooh, yeah.
You'd be screwed.
Yeah?
It's pretty hard, yeah.
Or, you know, mowing yards. That's what I'm doing right now.
You do some welding
Dollar
as well.
store. I went to school for it, yeah.
How far do you have to drive to find a welding job?
At least to Lexington, so what?
Yeah, at least to Lexington.
75.
You have to commute that far just for a good job?
Yeah.
So when people say like there's just not shit around here to do or shit around here for employment, they mean it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Did there used to be something in town and then it went overseas, or has it just always been not that much?
You know, when they done the tobacco
Yeah,
buyout.
it used to be the tobacco. What
Yeah.
Do you guys still believe in the American dream?
Oh yeah.
And what does that mean to you?
Living free, doing whatever you want, you know. I'd say we probably live pretty close to it as you can get right now.
And what makes this place free?
Being able to get out and, you know, roam around the hills and be outside.
Going back to the whole job thing, so if you don't have a job, what % of people would you say are on the draw?
Pretty high percentage.
Let's talk about rural welfare, which around here people refer to as being on the draw. In Kentucky, about 1 in 8 people live below the poverty line. But when we shift to the more rural Appalachian area of the state, that number jumps to 1 in 5. So to remain afloat and have their basic needs met, many of these families turn to welfare. A family of 3 that qualifies for welfare receives about $524 per month. For many families, of course this helps, but this is still a life on a bare bones budget that doesn't allow much margin for error. Like for example, remember the guy earlier this episode that was having trouble with the $400 bill to fix his truck? Yeah, that's a lot of folks around here. The pressures of poverty and the rising cost of everyday living is leading some people to wonder if the American dream is still within reach.
If someone's on the draw, how much are they getting a month and how much does it actually help?
Not exactly for sure on the amounts. I think it probably vary depending on what you draw.
And how many kids you have.
Yeah, disability, stuff like that.
We just sent $90 billion overseas to fight wars in places that isn't our country. And what do you guys think about that when you see our government send our tax money overseas like that?
Slap in the face, you know.
We just
They
get
could be
screwed.
using that money to help us, you know.
If they built a brand new manufacturing plant or two in the area, do you think people would be flocking to sign up for that?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, them at the door you line up.
They'll be fighting.
Be fighting against us.
People be fighting to get a job?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want to draw attention to a pair of tits I see on your arm. Who is that?
That's I don't know who she is.
She has a nice rack, eh?
Yeah.
You asked me what my bucket list was. Right there it is.
Do your own tattoo?
I've done it, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell the people what that means to you.
A big paleo point, you know, it's just an extremely rare thing to find. Probably worth about 10 grand.
The arrowheads?
What they using?
Yeah, that would be worth at least 10
What they
grand.
using?
Is this a place in America that probably gets forgotten about? You know, it's not hip and trendy. It's not the LAs and New Yorks of the world. People just call it bum or podunk. And so because of that, no one needs to run on a campaign that's going to help this place because, well, it's only a few thousand votes. Who cares? As long as I win the cities, I win the election.
You feel like a lot of people suffer from like depression around here?
Oh yeah.
What do people do to get help? Is it just like self-medicating, or is a lot of resources?
Yeah, a lot of people do drugs.
What percentage of people you would say are on something?
50 to 65%.
One of the things we're covering is rising cost of living, and groceries are a big part of that. We're at the one grocery store in town. How do you think about the prices here?
A little high.
A little high?
Everywhere you go in America, locals will tell you about the crazy grocery prices. US Today states that the average American family now spends over $1,000 on groceries, and the US Department of Agriculture says grocery prices are up 25% since 2019. Due to crippled supply chains, it was kind of understandable that food prices went up during COVID, but even then it still felt like we were being gouged by grocery stores, and it turns out we were. The Federal Trade Commission released a report that said large grocery store chains exploited product shortages during the pandemic by raising prices significantly more than needed to cover their added costs, and they continue to reap excessive profits. And not only did they gouge us, but we've also now been hit with shrinkflation, which is the practice of items decreasing in size, but they still charge us the same amount. Many people are feeling stretched to a breaking point when it comes to feeding their family, and in a town like this with only one grocery store and no competition on pricing, it is especially tough.
Do you feel like the cost of living has just gone up in the last few years?
Oh, definitely.
Where have you seen it most?
Groceries, gas, just everything really, you know what I mean?
Do you think more and more people are just stretched?
Oh yeah, definitely stretched thin. $100 bill, you know, is like a 20 used to be, you know what I mean?
Like one thing I've seen from cities to here is like I can go either as cheap as I can, like Aldi and Walmart, or I can go expensive like Whole Foods or fancy shop. But here you got one option to shop. So let's just go walk in and let's look at the prices. A dozen for $4.50. Do you remember when that used to be like $1 for a dozen only a few years ago?
Oh yeah.
The cheese, $3.09. $5.60. One of the things that happened from the pandemic is like they raised all the prices after the pandemic, but then once things went back to normal, they never raised them back down again.
Right.
When you see corporations having record profits, like what goes through your head right now?
Well, inflation's what's killing them. That's the bottom line.
Do you know how much you spend on groceries in a month?
$300 to $500.
What do you think needs to happen to make like more people proud to be an American?
I think with the whole immigration ordeal right now, like I think we need to slow way down on that because, you know, we're letting all these, I mean, they're illegal aliens in, and, you know, we're giving them all this, you know, they give them food stamps and they give them checks every month, and there's American people that are out here starving, you know, homeless veterans, that right there, I mean, that's a shame to America, to me.
To really understand something, you gotta go straight to the source. And to understand drugs in rural America, you gotta talk about meth. So we found ourselves a meth dealer that was willing to talk. This is what he had to say.
We're deep in the Kentucky woods, and I wanted to learn more about the drugs that are moving through the community. I'm here with, and Jay, what are you in the business in?
Methamphetamine, fentanyl, heroin, that's mainly it.
Did you sell all of those at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. What do customers want? Like, what was the highest seller? What was the lowest seller out of that grouping?
Well, it started out, meth was the biggest seller at first, and then, you know, when the pandemic hit, it transitioned into the fentanyl mostly. Right now, that's what's trending as well.
Fentanyl's taking over the game?
Yeah, that's what everybody wants right now.
What is the cost of fentanyl?
Anywhere from $1,200 to $1,600 now.
What are the quantities that people are picking up, and how much do they pay for that?
Like a 8-ball, $350 for fentanyl. Meth right now at ice is way down, you know, it's like $125, $150 an ounce.
How does fentanyl get into a place like Owsley County?
You know, over time it's inevitable, you know, it's just gonna start bleeding over from the cities.
What has been the difference now that fentanyl has entered the game?
There's a lot more overdose deaths.
Do you think most people in this community know somebody that's overdosed?
Absolutely.
From what I understand, there's only one officer, one sheriff in the entire county. So is it pretty easy to get away with selling it?
No, it's not actually. There's a lot of state police, and you know we have a lady sheriff, but you know she's got deputies too.
Okay. In the business of that, are you ever paranoid or sketched out?
Oh, absolutely, you gotta be.
Have you had any close calls, or you ever been caught for doing any of that?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Went to jail at the traffic stop.
Traffic stop, and they found it in the vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that like?
Well, you know, it's pulled over and they've got a dog, they run the dog, and when it hits, they have probable cause of search.
Was your heart racing at this point?
See, I was nervous.
I mean, I would imagine. Do you feel like if there's more opportunities here for people, that they would be less likely to do drugs, and that drugs are kind of just a way to numb yourself if you feel like you don't have a lot of options?
No matter how much opportunity you have around the place, there's always going to be drug addiction no matter what. There's a lot of drug-induced mental illness.
I guess, is there any stories of that you like to paint people a picture of what you're talking about?
You know, people can be normal, and then after they say do methamphetamine for a while, like it just makes like schizophrenic symptoms and stuff like that, you know, it just really makes them come out, you know.
That sounds like it would be pretty scary to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it can be.
The United States has very high drug addiction issues from the city to rural and in between. What percentage of this area you think is on some sort of drug?
30 to 40%.
If you want to get clean, what are your options? Are there AA meetings? Is there therapy? Is there rehabilitation? Is there recovery homes? Like,
oh yeah, there's definitely there's rehabs and stuff like that. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of NA and AA meetings, but there is rehab.
How many like people in the area are like working like multiple jobs where they aren't just working one like 9 to 5, where they have to have something just to scrape by?
There's several.
Like, do you feel like people can't get by on just like one job anymore?
Around here, it's harder to get by on just one job.
Do most people go into selling drugs simply for the extra income?
Yeah.
And on a good month, what can you make selling meth, fentanyl, heroin?
It just depends on the quantities that you're able to obtain, you know, what kind of money you got to start out with, you know what I mean? If you got a little bit of money going into it, it helps a whole lot. At least enough to buy an ounce quantity of either.
What's the biggest week or month you've ever had in business?
Probably 20 grand.
20 grand?
Yeah.
What did you do with that money?
Well, I ain't got nothing to show for it now.
You pissed it away?
Yeah.
What kind of things did you spend it on?
Well, at the time, a lot of it I spent right back on drugs.
How has being in this business like impacted your mental health?
At first, you know, it impacted it severely, you know, but eventually, you know, you'd be surprised what you can normalize, you know what I mean?
Is there any thoughts that you like to share with people back home?
The only message I have to people back home is to try to put the fentanyl down if you can, you know what I mean? Because eventually, it will get you eventually. If you're f***ing with it all, you are going to die at one point, you know?
Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts and your story, and we'll see you in the next part of this episode.
We heard a rumor going around town that a female police officer damn near patrolled the entire town by herself. We went to her office to go talk to her. She was a little bit camera shy, but she did say her lieutenant would do an interview. Here's what he had to say.
I'm Tommy, I'm here with
Gavin Shanks.
You got a firm handshake. Tell me, what is it like being a deputy in Owsley County?
It's a pretty good experience. We definitely, we get quite a bit of good calls and stuff. To be such a small town, we get into a lot of theft cases, a lot of dope cases.
When you refer to dope, which drug is that?
We get primarily a lot of methamphetamine cases. We do get a lot of marijuana use, but it's not typically something we we don't worry about it as much as we do the other.
Do you feel like arresting someone for weed is kind of a waste of time?
Typically, I'll be honest, I don't arrest for weed. I usually write a citation and just seize the marijuana. If it's a very large amount, it kind of puts it into a different scale because it kind of bumps into like a trafficking case.
Yeah.
To me personally, I've never actually arrested on it. I always just write a citation for it.
Not that I'm in trafficking marijuana, but I just think it's, I feel like of all things you can be put in a cage for, weed is like, come on. Has theft gone up in recent years or has it stayed steady?
I think it's definitely, I think it definitely goes up and down. I think right now it's up a lot. I think one of the leading things of theft is drug use. I think a lot of people, when they start using drugs very heavy, it turns into theft to pay for an addiction.
Yeah. Do you think poverty creates drug addiction, or drug addiction creates poverty, or it's kind of the same side of the coin?
I definitely think, if anything, I think the drug addiction definitely is the lead to poverty before poverty would be the lead to drug addiction. You know, I speak to a lot of these people we arrest, and a lot of people we, don't arrest. We just have conversations with them, and a lot of them, whether they're telling the truth to me or not, they don't. I don't know, but they'll always say, I want to get off of it, I just can't, and so it kind of leads them down that path of not being able to stop, even if they wanted to. And I think it slowly leads to that poverty level because they're unable to pay for other things, trying to pay for that addiction.
If someone truly wants to get clean, what are the resources in the county for them to explore?
So one of the big things is, especially on these first-time offenders, we always try to give people the opportunity for rehab. We'll send them to a 90-day mandatory rehab, usually on the first and even second offense.
Who pays for that?
The county does.
That's really big.
If it's a mandatory rehab that we put them through, the county will have to take that in. We also have a rehab right here in the county.
What do you had to guess? What do you think the success rate of a 90-day rehab is?
Man, sadly, I'm gonna angle on the low side just because it's not because it doesn't necessarily work or that it's not a good rehab. It's just that people don't have the drive for it, and it's hard to conquer that drive in such a short amount of time. It's usually a good refresher, and we definitely see a change in people. In that 90 days, previous to us arresting you, and that 90 days, you will look like somebody we don't even recognize. But, the biggest thing is after that 90-day rehab, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to continue to stay clean? And that's hard. A lot of people think that they can get out of rehab and go back to running with the same crew, and it just 9 times out of 10 doesn't work out.
How has fentanyl changed the game?
We are seeing an incline in overdoses here in the past, I'd say, year, and a lot of it leads back to fentanyl. We've had people we used to, if we came upon an overdose, we could Narcan somebody 1 or 2 times and we were able to get them back. Now we're seeing Narcan 9 to 12 times before we're getting a responsive patient back. So it's definitely changed the game a lot, and you can't ever tell what it's going to be inside of. We get people who had a guy owed a few weeks ago, and he may not have told me the exact truth, but he said all he smoked was a joint, and he ended up overdosing. When they cleaned his stomach, he had overdosed on fentanyl. And so, whenever you look at that it could possibly be in marijuana and stuff, you never know what it's going to be inside of. You could smoke a joint and overdose.
What is it like carrying that with you? I think a lot of people don't understand what law enforcement see on a day-to-day basis, because you see people on their worst day. You see the fight between the husband and the wife. You see the drunk. You see the person that just overdosed and died. What is it like carrying that all with you?
I guess you just have to always make sure you don't take everything home with you, and try to just remember it's a job. It does get hard. Try to always be compassionate to people, and even though we see them on our worst day, a lot of people just see us and always think the very negative of it all, but we try to be compassionate to people and be understanding.
All right, folks, that was Owsley County. I think this is a very important American story to cover. I appreciate the people of Owsley County welcoming us in and sharing their story with us, because we're always thinking about what's the way forward. I wish that place the best. I wish some growth and prosperity in the future, and I'm glad we got to take an inside look. Thank you guys for joining me on this ride. I'll see you next week.
This window got shot up right here with a shotgun.
This is how easy you get alcohol in this watch. Hey, can I get 2 water bottles? Yeah. In the nighttime, this one is scary.
So when the sun goes down, we should get out of here?
Yeah. Everyone comes out.
It isn't unusual at all to hear gunshots in some areas of the Pine Ridge Reservation.
We're seeing an all-time high of violence and drug trafficking like we've never seen before.
You had to use that before?
Yup.
On a person?
Yup.
I probably can't ask any more questions than that, huh?
No.
But tell me about the process of flipping this into pints. How does that work?
One water bottle will equal up to this much.
So we're okay.
What would you say, 20 for this one?
No, thank you. Do you hear me?
On this channel, we've traveled far and wide to the roughest places in the United States. Of all the places we've gone, Pine Ridge Reservation may very well be the roughest place we've ever been. The stats here paint a remarkably bleak picture. Here, there's a 90% unemployment rate, there's an 80% rate of alcoholism, a 70% high school dropout rate, and nearly half the population has diabetes. There are no banks, no motels, no movie theaters, and there's only one moderately sized grocery store to support a population of nearly 20,000 people that stretched across 3,500 square miles. On this reservation, a third of the homes have no electricity or a basic water and sewage system. The utter lack of industry and commercial activity leave the residents almost no options for employment. With an average annual per capita income of $3,000, this is the poorest place in America. And despite this, you find people here that are striving to make a difference. There's a skate park that promotes sober living and gives the kids a safe place to go. There's a principal that wants to show her students love and support. There's people battling to preserve the culture and teach the kid their native tongue and traditions. It's a place with great challenges, but it also has a lot of resilience and character. Today, we cover the yin and yang of Pine Ridge. We examine history to see how these conditions came to be, and we talk to community leaders to see what the way forward is. Let's get started. Folks, we are on the outskirts of the Pine Ridge Reservation, one of the most notorious reservations in the country. It feels like we're on another planet. We just passed through the beautiful remote Badlands, and now we're in this rural hill country. This was ground zero for some of the Native American struggle against the U.S. government. This is a place that still has a lot of roots into their history. They still speak Lakota. They still have sun dances. They still have a lot of the ceremonies that have guided their culture for years. But as you can see, 2 ambulances passing by. This is also a place that struggles with a lot. Alcohol addiction, meth addiction, high rates of diabetes and obesity. This is arguably the most impoverished place in the country. Incarceration, somewhere between 7 out of 10 men get incarcerated around here. There's a lot of cyclical things at work. The relationship between these folks and the U.S. government is a treacherous one, full of betrayal, full of just dirty tricks. It's an ugly part of American history. A recommended reading for today's episode is Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. So without further ado, folks, this is going to be a wild ride. This, folks, is the Pine Ridge Reservation.
I'm Oglala Lakota. I'm the founder of the Mothers Against Meth Alliance.
Is meth still big out here, or has fentanyl replaced it?
We do have fentanyl. We had a few deaths from fentanyl. I do harm reduction here, which is illegal as for me to have clean needles. They said they'll charge me with dangerous drug paraphernalia.
The local PD?
Yeah. A few years back, we had a young girl who was gunned down on Main Street up here, and that was like probably my 3rd year fighting meth. Everything I do, I pray about, and what came to me was me to start patrolling the streets. I've been doing this for 10 years now.
How bad is meth in the area?
Meth is horrible here.
Like what % of people would you say are on meth?
90. I'm building a detox, a grassroots. Our build date is June 1st.
Beautiful.
And it's going to be a healing center. We're going to build a food forest. We're going to have a safe house for young people escaping drug addiction.
This is in the middle of nowhere. How do you think meth makes it into the community?
We have Denver, Rapid City's a big pickup place. We have cartels who are infiltrated in here. On our
Mexican cartel?
Yeah.
I've heard rumors or whispers that Mexican cartels also involved in trafficking of Native women.
Of course they are. The Interstate I-90 and I-29, those are major vessels for sex trafficking. Because I fight meth, sex trafficking is a big part of my program.
They go hand
also.
in hand. If we wanted to find meth, how hard is it to find around here?
One of the street people will probably be walking and you just ask them and they'll find it for you.
How much do I need to buy a hit of meth?
$10.
On a daily basis, what do you see while you're on patrol? Like, do you have to revive people? Do you have to call ambulances for people?
Sometimes I do. Last night, one of our unhoused relatives started having a seizure, so I had to get out and call the ambulance and sit with him until the ambulance came. Sometimes I find a gang fight, sometimes I find people getting beat up, sometimes I find sex traffickers and I chase them out of town.
And they're mostly Mexican guys?
No, this one comes from Nebraska.
Is he a Native man?
No, he's a black man.
So if I see a black guy around here, does he have Native blood in him? Or?
If he's a local, he's half indigenous. For the kids, a lot of kids come down here after school and play. I just gotta make sure. Then if I see meth dealers, I'll beat them up.
What can you fellas tell us about the area?
It was rough growing up.
It looks like it could be fun, but it also looks like it has some sketchy spots too.
There's a bunch of sketchy people, a bunch of like missing women going on, some kids.
Does everyone know about the missing women?
Yeah.
That's no secret around here.
The Rapid City Police Department is asking for your help finding 26-year-old Michelle Elbow Shield. Pine Ridge woman has been missing since mid-December.
Remains of Shayna L., the young man afraid of his horses, were found last night on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation.
I just went to a conference this morning in Rapid City about missing women. They said, oh, it's MMIW. I didn't know what that was, but that's a commonly known thing around here. Where are these women going? Are they getting killed? Are they getting trafficked?
Getting trafficked, killed, everything.
I just heard from Mother Jules. I don't know if you've talked to her before. That's your grandma? Yeah. Apparently cartel has some roots in here.
Yep, there's rumors of the cartel being here.
We were just talking about some of the trafficking that's going on. We were at a conference this morning about missing women. Everyone knows about that? Everyone's heard about that?
That's sketchy as common.
Who is taking them out? Is it their boyfriends? Is it their husbands? Is it random people?
Could be random people, could be the boyfriend.
Is domestic violence high around here?
It's very high.
Is it just men hitting the women, or do the women hit the men too?
Both.
That's a tough way to have a relationship.
It really is. I can't lie. It's kind of normal around here. I try not to be that way though.
We as men are supposed to be the protectors. I mean, if we're the ones terrorizing our own family, that's not the best path. What was it like growing up here, fellas?
It wasn't bad. It was
kind of rough as well because the environment kind of bad because the alcohol and the drugs and there's nothing to do around here.
You just get it so easy.
I see you have someone on your shirt. Tell me about that.
My cousin, he died from cancer.
How old was he?
22.
Do you know how he got it?
You don't really go to the hospital here if you don't want it.
Is there a solid hospital in town?
There is. No.
They give you some painkillers until you just
gone.
Did you guys ever go hiking in the Badlands?
Nah, I go hunting out there. We go out there here and there, shoot some guns off.
You know, Blakes and shit.
Are you kind of the cowboy of the crew?
Yeah. You ever heard of Indian relay?
No, what's that? Oh, I see
really
you're a
popular.
champion too. I see on your belt buckle you're a champion.
Yeah, it's like relay, but on the back of the horse.
Horse racing with no saddle.
Yeah.
Tough son of a gun.
What was the pay for the championship last year? Quarter of a mil.
I see Indian relay. Is Indian still a word that someone can use, or is that that's offensive or don't say?
Offensive. I don't take it offensive.
Okay. So if someone says an Indian reservation, that's not like beat the shit out of that guy?
No.
I think one thing you're gonna notice here is the Oakland Raider logo everywhere you go. So I wonder if there's some like Chicano Cholo vibes going on. And like even the guy that pulled up with the bandana and the Loke sunglasses, I instantly felt kind of like Mexican gangster guy. Shane just got out of the joint. He's back in time for a visit, so I'm happy that he's joining us. Those are dogs roaming around.
Yeah, they're throwing packs here to death.
Are they friendly?
No, they will attack you and they will kick you to the ground. It's
really?
Crazy, yeah.
Have you ever been attacked by a dog?
I have.
More than once?
More than once.
Holy shit.
I've been in and out of prison all my life. I got into the federal system when I was 14.
That's young.
Went on to a boys ranch till I was 18, on to federal juvenile prison till I was 21.
What was the boys ranch like?
It got me a high school diploma, a boxing club. It pushed me in a good direction, but coming back to surroundings like this at a young age and being vulnerable, it was easy to get sucked right back in. Coming back to that, gang banging.
Am I allowed to ask if you were TBZ?
Yeah, I'm TBZ.
That was the most powerful gang in the area for a long time, right?
Was.
Is it still around as much as it used to be?
It's still around in the state prisons, federal prisons, here.
Is TBZ mostly older guys or are there young cats in it now?
It's generational.
Everywhere I go right now, I find that the 14-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids are doing the most crazy shit.
It's crazy, the guns, kids packing guns, regular murders. Back then there was some, but it wasn't like it is today. But again, it comes back to how they're raised, no role models, and look where we live, where we have to grow up.
We are at one of the homeless shelters in Pine Ridge, South Dakota right now.
Is homelessness something that's been growing over time here? Or is it staying steady?
It's been here ever since I was growing up. I always seen homeless people.
And now what we see is an influx of more younger people turn into these ways. It's the opportunities we don't have here, the assistance.
I live here. I'm part of the homeless community. Out here in the reservation, they don't have a lot of jobs, so...
What are the job opportunities for someone out here?
The small local restaurants.
Has it been like this as long as you can remember, or is this recently that something has changed?
That's something that's been in the making. The tribe is holding us back.
How so?
We have industries that would like to come in and build in our area, but the tribe wants to always have their hands in their pockets.
So they want to tax them too heavy.
They want to say, hey, I want the tribe's name to be on it. Everything has to be the tribe, the tribe, the tribe. These industries don't want that.
What do you think the unemployment rate is in the area?
It's in the red zone. This is some of the bead work that I'm doing today. It's something that I do in order to support myself.
We also heard that there's a high concentration of meth in the area. If you were to point at 10 people, how many of them you think are involved with meth?
Majority of the people. They have no support for transgender community.
What do you do in the winter if you're homeless around?
Would bundle up. We would walk around this area and follow footprints. We would look for older people that drink and that use. Their bodies are so intoxicated that they don't realize that they're cold. They'll fall asleep.
And they can freeze to death.
This past winter, we lost quite a few people to freezing to death outside.
Sorry to hear that.
Alcoholism is one of the strongest forces working against the people of Pine Ridge. The bottle has wreaked so much havoc here that it's been referred to as a liquid genocide. Pine Ridge is actually a dry county, meaning that alcohol here is illegal. However, it's easy to find. You can find a bootlegger anywhere you look. Alcohol-fueled crimes fill the reservation jails, with DUIs, domestic violence, fights, murder, and bootlegging being commonplace. The relentless tide of alcohol sweeps away the years, leaving Pine Ridge residents with some of the shortest lifespans in the Western Hemisphere, second to only Haiti. So proportionally, Pine Ridge's alcohol issue makes San Francisco's fentanyl problem look like child's play. The kids wanted to show us how easy it was to get bootlegged alcohol in the area. So they grabbed their GoPro, they went on a mission, and this is what happened next.
Alright, we're gonna show you how easy it is to get. This is how easy you get alcohol in this. Watch, hold on. What do you got? We got 20. We got $20. We'll get some alcohol. Watch. Boys, let's roll out. Alright, let's go. Mission Impossible. Hey, can I get two water bottles? Yeah.
How you doing? How's your dad doing?
He's alright. Alrighty then. You guys have a good one. Yeah. Look at that. That's straight alcohol, nigga. Big John, that's how easy it is in this reservation to get some alcohol. He just walked up in that as you've seen. So much Bootleg walk out. Look all light skinned. Grandma's just in there though. All blank and shit. One of them was sitting on the couch all blank. Let's go!
What are people mixing alcohol with? What have you guys seen so far?
Antifreeze, hand sanitizer.
You put in a car windshield wiper?
Yeah.
They mix that with alcohol.
Yep.
Does that actually get you drunk or is it just to stretch it?
It just f***s up your stomach, bro.
I would imagine someone would feel miserable after drinking that.
I know one story of this girl who bought one and she died off it.
Why antifreeze of all things you can mix it with?
Just for that extra buck.
They're just trying to stretch it.
Yeah.
Can you get drunk off a hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
Over the years, what have you seen as far as what people mix into the alcohol?
Back then it was half pints of Lord Calvert. This new vodka craze is killing our people. It's the lowest grade alcohol you could get. Mix that with the stuff that they're putting in to sell it.
Is that creating a wicked hangover for people?
Hangover. I talked to a lady at IHS. People coming in with poisoning from all the stuff they're putting into these drinks just to stretch it.
There used to be one of the biggest liquor stores in the country around here in Nebraska, right?
Clave, Nebraska, 2 miles from here. Every building was a bar. They made millions on this reservation.
Because this is a dry area, right?
Right.
The loophole was a place 2 miles away across state lines, sold all the liquor.
And it was good and it was bad. Because now you got people traveling on these highways to go get their liquor, which makes the highways more dangerous.
Because people are driving drunk. They're not waiting home to drink it. They're drinking on their way home.
At some point there was a lawsuit from our tribe, the Oglala tribe, who shut it down. Now it's like a ghost town up there.
Have you ever been in a shootout?
Yes. In my days it was territorial. Spent a lot of time in Northside Rapid City. I'm lucky to be sitting here today talking with you guys and in one piece.
Has anyone ever been shot at here?
I've been grazed on the leg right here.
What was that like?
It was just a little drive-by, but I mean, that's just normal around here. It's just another day.
We're already back from their mission.
Yep.
This kid wanted to show us how easy it is to access alcohol here. Can I sniff that shit? Here. So,
is that a ski?
Yeah, make sure it's real.
Check it. She probably knows.
Alcohol.
Yeah, it's real.
Smells like shitty vodka. How much did this cost?
$10. 20 for both.
Someone that's really into alcohol, how long does that last them?
Like 30 seconds.
Hours.
Does everyone here have someone in their family that's been hit by alcohol? Like addicted to alcohol?
Everyone. Straight out the jug.
This is for educational purposes only. Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
So that's bootleg alcohol. How enforced is bootleg alcohol around here? Will a cop bust it?
Yeah.
Is it risky to sell bootleg alcohol?
Yeah.
That shit is making my whole mouth buzz. If I'm trying to recover from being addicted to alcohol, is there any resources around here?
There's a meeting spot over there.
How many people around here you think are sober from everything? Just completely living sober?
25, 50%.
I'd say less than like 15%.
The res is like literally only 20, maybe not even 15% of the res has jobs around here. The rest of the 80% of people don't have jobs around here. Selling drugs and alcohol be the main source of money flow around here.
So do you think a lot of the reason why meth and alcohol is so heavy here is just economics? If there was better things to be doing, people wouldn't be doing it?
If there was more jobs, and then if we had addiction centers and everything, it would be more helpful, but we don't have those like right offhand where someone can just go check themselves in.
Do you have any stories of growing up on the res that can give people a picture of what life is like here?
The way I grew up was more like traditional and stuff like that, where you go to like the powwows and sun dances and stuff like that. Like there's a good amount of people that are sober, are getting sober. You know, so
I notice a lot of people just walking down the street and kind of just trekking. Is that common around here?
Yeah, that's very common.
That's very common.
Someone walking right there.
Where do you think he's trying to walk to?
Probably trying to go to the store, probably a blunt rat.
How strong is the police force around here?
It's strong, but they take a while to respond.
If I break my leg or my grandma gets shot, how long are they going to take to show up?
About 30 minutes.
Ain't there only like 5 cops around here?
Is TBZ big in the younger generation?
It is big down here, it was.
What's the average age around here, like 18 to 20?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do with yourselves?
I just want to make money.
It is a hard place to make a bag.
Depends on what you're doing.
How much you got to have in a bank account to be like, I'm rich?
1,000 at least.
Look at this guy with the, what, did you go to Johnny Dane's or something? If you don't mind me asking you, how much did that run you?
Stole it.
You stole it?
I ain't gonna lie.
This is the Wi-Fi building?
Yeah, you go in there, get on computers.
The Midwest is a little bit like it too, but it's almost like this place is like 20 years back in time.
40 years back in time. This is whack.
I've been to some reservations where people get monthly draw from the tribal government. Does that happen around here?
Some people do, not all of us though.
There's first of the month check, $200.
Who qualifies for that?
Pretty much everybody. There's tribal funds that's allocated from the government.
Is housing given to you? Do you have to pay for it? How does that work?
Each tribal member is allotted 2.5 acres. So the majority of people have a mobile home and set it down on their property and do the best they can to try to fix it. Actually, this is my grandmother's house. She died some years back. A lot of good memories here. This shows how the home could have been reused for somebody else, but resources here are limited. Actually, right now, our housing authority is went out of business, mismanagement of funds. Now they can't remodel these houses. They won't be able to do for X amount of years. Some houses, 5, 6 families living in one house.
What can you buy a house for around here?
8
to 10 grand. Do I have to come up with that money, or does the GA help me with that?
You gotta come up with that.
Well, that's my mom right there.
How is it raising boys around here?
It's hard.
You got any stories to illustrate what it's like being a mom around here?
These kids have nothing to do, but what else are they gonna do is find something to do to get in trouble.
For a kid leaving high school, like what are the most common jobs people do around here?
Grocery store.
Especially the younger generations, like that's not too glamorous. I would rather be a hustler or something like that.
Exactly.
We were just at a conference earlier today for missing and murdered indigenous women. Is that something that's widely known in the area?
Very wide. I think they run away from their families because there's basically 20 people living in homes, you know, and there's so much things that probably go on in that home.
So they run and then they get caught in situations that are tough?
Yeah.
Has there been a situation where you ever had to call the cops?
All the time. There used to be a meth trailer right back there. This trailer's abandoned back here. I have grandkids. I have her and I have him. And they just party and loud, so we gotta call the cops, but they never come.
You wanna take us to the trailer that you guys have the meth heads that are trying to take over?
We go over there. I used to be over here a lot because this was my cousin's crib, like I said. I remember sitting on them couches when I was like 6 and 5.
How many of these do you think there are in the area?
This window got shot up right here with the shotgun.
What was the beef about?
Stupid shit, honestly. I mean, we never was really trying to beef, but everyone's all trying to be gangster and shit.
How long has this place been abandoned like this?
3 years, 4 years.
And who used to live here before?
Most times it was kids because the parents would leave them here, you know what I mean? Parents would go and get drunk. I remember that because that was my cousin that would take care of his little brothers and sisters, you know what I mean?
Someone died back here?
Yeah, I said they remember?
And this is her memorial. Rest in peace. That's sad, man. How old was she?
She was a little older. She was an auntie.
Do you guys have a dream job in mind?
I want to be an auto mechanic. I'm really good at turning bolts.
Same thing he does. An auto mechanic.
I was thinking mechanic.
If I had a magic wand, I'd get rid of most of these meth heads and most of the meth dealers because that's where everything goes wrong.
That knowledge creeps into the area?
No, that's bad out here. It's really bad. Everyone dies off that shit.
This ain't safe.
No.
In the nighttime, it's when it's scary here.
Yeah?
The most dangerous.
So when the sun goes down, we should get out of here?
Yeah.
Everyone comes out.
What's bigger here, meth or alcohol?
It's equal.
Are people doing meth and alcohol?
Yeah.
That's a scary combo, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just saw the Raiders logo on that car. And also, like, I can tell by like the bandana and the glasses, I feel like there's a little bit of like almost Southern California culture mixed in here.
No, bro, very heavy.
Yeah? Did anyone kind of dress like a cholo around here in the summer? Like the high socks?
Nah.
You ever heard the higher the socks, the downer the food?
Yeah,
of course. Is this the main hub of the town?
This is the East Ridge, North Ridge.
Are you guys cool with them? If you guys aren't cool with this side of town, then let's go to the side of town you are cool with.
Oh, when I tell you these little youngins, they really be out here.
Swear to God, got big ass drakes, everything.
How do guns get to the res?
I'm from Denver, for real.
They're just around. I don't know.
Full stack right now. Go for around here? About
3, 4. If it's stolen, 250 maybe. I mean, depends on the size.
I gotta wear one of these. I'm still doing time in federal prison. I'm under new drug laws that came into effect.
What was your last bid for?
Distribution of methamphetamine. Last bid was for cocaine distribution.
What got you to selling meth?
Since I was young, starting out all these guys, the lifestyle that I idolized, everything that come with it. It's not worth it. I do so much time with family. I'm 47 years old today. I spent over half my life in prison.
Now we're rolling to an indoor skate park.
We're at ground control, Lakota skateboarding.
Welcome to ground control, bro.
This is a cool spot.
Me and the skaters built this place.
What's the mission of this spot?
Eliminate the off season for the skaters. When it snows here, we got a dope outdoor skate park. When it snows, we come here and we just skate here year round anyway. So,
Is there a sober living component as well?
Yeah.
Why is that important to you?
I quit drinking almost like 3 years ago. My dad's death was the result of drinking, and I just don't think it's a good thing. And I really encourage the youth not drink and live that healthy lifestyle, because on a skateboard, you can do anything, man. Take you all over the world if you let it.
How hard was it to quit drinking, and especially with your peers probably still doing it? How hard was it to pull away and do that?
Well, it wasn't really hard. I just quit because just one day it was just too much for me, man, and just hanging over. I quit a month before I got in this building. That's what probably helped me, was building this place. In the future, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a dope ass kitchen in here, and we're gonna start eventually eating our traditional foods in here.
I love it. A lot of the reason that kids are into stuff is because they feel like they don't have many other options and things to do. But this is something.
Yep.
When is it open?
We're open from noon to 8, Monday through Friday. We're gonna eventually have this place fully staffed, just running like a clock, man.
This is really cool what you're doing. You're a leader. People are gathering here. Youth have a place to come. What advice do you have for the youth out there?
Just keep following your dreams. If you think you can't do it, know that you can, and write it down, and don't give up. This place is known that there's nothing to do for kids here. And I would always say, where there's nothing, you can do anything.
Keep making moves, okay?
Kids, especially teenagers, tend to get in trouble if they don't have the right things guiding their path. So whether it's wrestling, skateboarding, chess club, anything that brings the kids in the right direction, I'm a fan of. And that's why I'm donating $1,000 to Kyle and his ground control skate park in Pine Ridge to keep leading the kids on the right path. If the mission of this skate park moves you, please consider donating as well.
We've seen a wide range of weapons on Pine Ridge. This is probably the most crazy one so far.
Right here. Right here.
Have you had to use that before?
Yup.
On a person?
Yup.
I probably can't ask any more questions than that, huh?
Nope.
Self-defense. Self-defense?
Chop them up, feed them to the Badlands. Not
Do a lot of people go missing in the Badlands?
Yeah, people disappear there.
2 miles outside of Pine Ridge Reservation and just across the border of Nebraska is the town of White Clay, a place with 4 liquor stores and a population of 8. This town has one purpose and one purpose only: to sell alcohol to the Lakota people. At its peak in 2010, nearly 5 million cans of beer were sold through these 4 liquor stores, leading people to call this situation a liquid genocide. In April of 2017, due to high pressure from Native activists, Nebraska's Liquor Control Commission refused to renew the licenses for these 4 stores, effectively shutting them down. This has led White Clay to be the ghost town that you now see today.
This place used to be the liquor store. I used to come here when I was like 15, 16 years old, and used to be able to buy and stuff too.
You
They
have a
never
fake
carded
ID?
No, they never carded me.
They used to sell that. Sell to anyone, actually.
Are we in Nebraska right now?
Yeah, we are.
So that's the loophole. We go across state lines, people buy their alcohol and they drive back.
Yeah. Not even a mile.
Just making it a dry county work.
It made the highways more dangerous. Before you used to have to come here and get your liquor and go. Now you're going this way to get your liquor, out that way. It makes the roads more dangerous. More people driving drunk. The bottom line is here, poverty, no opportunities. That's what I believe it is. They're hurting. They're trying to kill the pain.
So alcohol's a way to numb the pain.
Yeah.
Is this a hard place to be a dreamer?
Yeah, it is.
Hard to make it out. There's only a few that make it out.
Faith dies at a young age, so for everyone.
A kid on the res wanted a ride home, so we drove him to his place. This is what we encountered.
Okay, so where are you taking us though? Oh, it's good. What you doing?
I'm going to get my shot. Go get it?
Yeah, I grabbed it earlier. I'm going to go get his blick.
I can't imagine growing up here. A lot of stuff we couldn't show you on camera, like the amount of guns amongst youth. Like I'm talking young kids, like middle school, young high school kids. The amount of drugs and alcohol in the area, like how easy it is to find alcohol. To me, I just don't see many leaders for the youth. Like they say they don't have stuff to do, but like there's basketball courts, there's skate parks, there's indoor and outdoor skate parks. Like you do at some point have to be responsible for the decisions you make, but as a kid you do need guidance, and I see a lot of that missing. And I really see that in a lot of the tough places we go. So looking at places like this, it is a little bit demoralizing and depressing. I see a lot of potential here, but I also see a lot of hurdles to overcome. So we're getting out of here before sundown, and we met a 15 and a 13-year-old kid that were on their way to go get their guns. So I'm guessing the nighttime around here is something that just isn't worth seeing.
Shortly after we left, one of these kids got stabbed 9 times by a rival gang member. He survived, but had to be hospitalized for a few days. It's a stark reminder of how rampant the violence is in the area.
I didn't realize that the murder here is absolutely rampant. How many people have we seen wearing a t-shirt of their killed family member?
I think
that's like the most common t-shirt we've seen. It's either like a Nike t-shirt or it's someone's family member on a shirt. We're going to Lakota Tech High School next. We were invited by a teacher there to come by, and we're going to talk to a principal as well. But today's a very special day in town. It is the day of prom. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Tommy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's prom night tonight.
Yes.
You excited?
Yeah, very excited. I gotta go get dressed.
Oh, okay. So we're in a learning institution. First, maybe we teach the people, what are some Lakota words that they can learn for back home?
The first thing in the morning is Hihani Wash Day. It's just a good morning.
Hihani Wash Day.
Hihani Wash Day.
Okay.
I think if somebody asks you, we eat a lot, so like if you like the food, you're gonna say it's wash day.
Wash day.
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we say goodbye to each other, we never say goodbye. In the spirit world, we believe that we see each other again. So
Okay.
it's Doksha Ake.
Doksha Ake.
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 Uh-huh.
And that means I'll see you again?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a translation for this, but big dogs gotta eat.
There might be. This is Otto Cooney.
Otto Cooney.
Nice
These
to meet
are
you.
Lakota language teachers.
Is there a translation for the term big dogs gotta eat?
Big dogs gotta eat. Shunka tonka yatinkte hecha.
Big dogs gotta eat. What is it like being a principal in 2024?
It is challenging.
Yeah.
Students are coming, especially after COVID, with a lot of diverse needs. And not just students, teachers too. I feel like I'm helping support teachers learn how to teach again in person, to be engaging with students. I'm giving students hands-on experiences, you know, because when they were learning at home,
everything was through a screen.
Everything was through a screen.
It's hard to learn through a screen.
Yeah.
Is dropout something that you have to contend with?
Yes, we do have a high dropout rate. I just looked at some of our data with our 9th graders. They are the largest population of dropouts. And so I just sat in a meeting yesterday with some of our district leaders and some of the state consultants to try to figure out how we can wrap around services and prevent some of the dropouts
What do you do when a kid decides not to come to school?
So it's phone calls home to parents. It's meeting with those students and parents, trying to figure out what the obstacles are and why they're not coming. We do report truancy, but the courts are so backlogged and they don't have the infrastructure to like have follow through with that.
I noticed, because I do a lot of stuff across America, there's a lot of young kids that are really getting into rap culture, and what they're kind of idolizing doesn't usually lead to success. It usually leads to prison or death or shootouts. How do you contend with that?
I don't know, that's tough. Because me, like as a teacher, this is my 6th year teaching, and I was a kid that hated education. You know, it's just like the product of their environment is a lot tougher, so it's just hard to compete with that. You can give them all the motivational words and everything in the world, but you know, it's them doing their part too, the family doing their part too.
Yeah. We talked to one of the advocates for prison reform and incarceration, and he said that about 7 out of 10 men are frequently in jail or in and out of jail. And that means there's a lot of men not in the household. Do you think that's part of the recipe? If there was more responsible men in a household, that things would be a lot different?
Yeah, a lot more structure. Our parents are both in the Wounded Knee occupation of 73, and so their minds were, you know, tough love type thing. I just celebrated 35 years of sobriety last March.
You 35 years?
Yeah, I just turned 35. So I've never like done drugs.
That's amazing.
It was tough at first, the peer pressure. Drink, smoke. But promised my grandma before she died that I would never do that.
You talked earlier about, you know, our dropout rates and stuff. One of the things that I try to tell my students is that no matter what you go down, you can always stop and make a different choice.
Yeah.
I was a high school dropout.
Yeah. What a great story for the principal.
Right.
Yeah.
I got my GED at 16. I got a job. You know, I was still able to go to college, got my 4-year degree, became a teacher, taught, still able to go get my master's, and now I'm the principal of a high school. So it's never too late to do something else different. And we all have a reason why our road goes this way, that way, or the other. But it takes having people. I'm here because I had people that believed in me, saw something in me that I didn't see in myself at the time.
Yeah.
We left Lakota Tech High School and drove up to see the Wounded Knee Memorial. This site is hugely significant in Native American history, and I wanted to see it for myself. This is what we encountered.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, we're gonna pull up and we're gonna pull up there. So we're okay.
20 for this one?
No, thank you. Do you hear me?
Do you hear me?
Yeah. Watch out, we're gonna pull away, okay? I bet he's gonna follow us, which is fine, but it's gonna be hard to appreciate the history of the place when a meth head is trying to sell you something.
Local artists I make some crafts. I'm trying to get some gas money, and I was wondering if you guys would be interested in any crafts.
Yeah.
If not, I take donations too.
We're gonna take some time to appreciate the history here, okay?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna give you the history of this place. This was the site of the massacre.
The origin of Pine Ridge begins with treachery and brutality by the US government. After years of massacres and being starved into submission, the Lakota people signed the Treaty of Fort Laramie in 1868 and moved onto the reservation. In 1890, the deadliest mass shooting in American history occurred at Wounded Knee, where over 300 Lakota were killed by the United States Army and buried in a mass grave. They were machine gunned down because they refused to be disarmed in an era in which guns were vital for hunting and defending their land. The Lakota were initially promised a 60 million acre reservation. However, once valuable resources were discovered on this land, the US government went back on their treaty. They passed the General Allotment Act of 1887 and the 1906 Burke Act, and these acts took millions of acres away from Pine Ridge. Today, Pine Ridge stands at 2.1 million acres, just 1/130th of its original size. This chapter of Native history also saw systematic crushing of Native culture. The Indian Appropriation Act of 1851 led to Native children being taken from their homes and forced into boarding schools where their language and culture were banned. In these schools, they were beaten by nuns and priests if they attempted to express their heritage. When Pine Ridge residents speak about the impact of generational trauma on the living conditions of today, it's crucial to remember the history of how Pine Ridge came to be.
There's obviously some very deep trauma in this area. People who are struggling really with addiction, but there's a guy, some people that are struggling, I'm sure, with meth and other things that are getting very close to us and very like threatening. We've been a lot of different places in this country. Some of these conditions is unlike anything I think we've ever seen before. And the thing is, when you visit a place like this, is you never know what the answer is. I certainly think there are answers, but I think nothing is gonna happen overnight. How do you change people's actions? And then when you look at the youth who are gonna be taking over and you see what they're doing, it's like, oh, how did it not get worse? Like, what will it take for those kids to be engaged and excited and creative and using their juices for something worthwhile? Because man, the youth is worth so much. The youth is everything. The youth is our future.
We wanted to learn more about the alcohol bootlegging, so we went to a remote part of the reservation and tapped in with some people that could tell us more. Here's what we learned.
This place is, I think it almost looks worse than Pine Ridge. What's going on?
What up?
Can you tell us about you used to be in the game. What was it like?
I used to sell like coke, and like sell drugs too, and skips and stuff a little bit here and there just to get you by, whatever, you know. Usually down here, like there's no jobs down here. A lot of people do it, like almost probably every fucking house does it. But they're so like sketched out and everything, like, because if you get caught down here with it and you have it on you, then putting yourself at risk to go 5 to 10, you know?
5 to 10 years for that?
For alcohol.
Does that seem like too many years?
Drugs, yeah, that's very
severe punishment.
And you have to do over 80% when it's federal, because it's a federally recognized tribe.
People do this for basically like profit. We're talking what, $100 to $200 a day? What do you think the average person selling skips makes in a day?
Anywhere from $10 to about $200 a day.
And all that at the risk of 5 to 10 years of prison.
So we found a bamboozled pipe.
Oh, like messed with? Yeah.
What you do is just put half full of water in it, a little bit of alcohol, and then like a little bit of it will be vodka.
Does that still get somebody drunk?
This is the bamboozle. You can tell it's fake because once you hit it like that, as well as it'll go up as well.
So do people get mad when they get fake stuff?
Sometimes they don't even know.
One time, I don't know what it was, but we bought a pint like that and we only drank one and it got us like drunk or whatever, but then our insides start shaking because it was mixed with something.
What do you think it was mixed with?
I don't know, probably hand sanitizer or something.
That can fuck somebody up.
Yeah, you could literally feel your liver shaking. Like
What's a hangover like on one of these pints?
Like a real bad headache and probably your insides like shaking and stuff because it's like trying to process the amount of alcohol.
I spoke with 2 alcohol bootleggers to learn more about the business, why they do it, the impact on the community, and what they thought about it. Here's what they said. So fellas, we're talking about the business of bootlegging. How common is it on the res? Like if I wanted to find alcohol, if I wanted to go to a bootlegger, like how many people do I have to choose from, you think?
Depends on the housing, whatever housing you go to, each district. There's some people you can go to. If it's in a water bottle, you don't know what they might put in there or whatever, so it's best if you buy it store-bought. So
do a lot of people cut it with shit?
They usually put Lysol or whatever in there. Then Lysol?
Wow. What happens when you drink Lysol?
Honestly, Lysol is gonna make you feel ugly, feel stomach sick. Then that's the point where you have to call the ambulance. Then they take you in.
Is that where they pump your stomach?
Yeah.
What attracts people to the liquor when it makes them feel so bad?
Whenever they're usually hanging over, sick or something like that, then they go back to it so that way they can cure it instead of going to the hospital.
So that's why it's such a vicious cycle, because the only way to cure the hangover is to drink more. Let's learn about the lingo. So what's bamboozle mean?
It means it's laced or like either that like mixed with Lysol, either hand sanitizer or something like that.
What percentage of bottles you buy, pints you buy, they're also called skips, right?
Yeah. What percentage of skips
out there are legal?
It's kind of between 50-50 sometimes too, you know. Depends on who you buy it from.
So like this res is very spread out. You can go some miles without seeing anything and then you see like little pockets of housing. Does that mean there's a lot of people drunk driving to go back and forth when they get their liquor?
Most likely, yeah.
How common is it for someone to have a DUI around here?
It's probably about like 40-60%.
40 to 60%?
Yeah.
The first 2 are misdemeanor, right?
Yeah. The third one is automatic, yeah.
So we got a bottle of vodka here, Kharkov. How much can you buy this for?
$12.
And once you flip it, what can you make up?
You can make about like $35.
What was the most you guys have ever made in a night selling this stuff?
So if you buy a box of that'll cost $75, then you can flip it for about almost $200.
Okay, and is that a big night?
Yeah.
Are there undercovers?
Yeah, there's undercovers on it. Yeah.
How serious, like this much alcohol, what's the punishment for getting caught with this?
Usually just
As you can tell by how quick we were to turn the lights off, I know there's some punishment that's with this, but what if we get caught with this, how bad is it?
That'll be like 3 days at least.
3 days in jail?
Yeah.
Can people go to prison for this stuff?
It ain't that hard. If they sound the meth or whatever around here, then you can go to prison. But
is it fair to say, because I've heard unemployment rates can be up to 85 to 90% around here. Is that what you guys have heard?
Yeah.
Does that sound like a crazy number to you guys? That's huge. This is a common way that if families are just trying to eat, pay the electric bill, this is what they do.
Yeah, that's what they sell. That's what bootlegging causes, because they're short on money and stuff like that. They choose to sell that.
So do you think alcohol should be legal on the res?
I mean, honestly, it's hard to say because like there's too many people dying from cirrhosis.
That's the liver failure, the kidney failure.
Yeah.
Obviously making it illegal doesn't work. People still are getting it, and it's almost worse because instead of drinking maybe a light beer where you can have a few of them before you really start to feel it.
People around here, they don't like drinking beer because it doesn't get them drunk, so they turn to this hard liquor. They want that hard kick right away, so they choose just Kharkov.
So if you could snap your fingers and you could just be sober without the pain of getting sober, if I could say, hey, you're sober 1 year and you feel like it, what would you do with that opportunity?
I'd rather sober myself up, get a job, get my GED.
What job would you think you want to do?
I want to be like a yard worker. Just go from yard to yard, help people out.
Hell yeah. Any idea on your end?
Try to get all my priorities back there, Try to save up, high school, college or something.
Because there's free college, right?
Yeah.
But tell me about the process of flipping this into pints. How does that work?
So basically, 1 water bottle will equal up to this much.
Okay.
then you can make about like...
Do you stretch it at all?
Yeah, sometimes you fill it up right there.
And how many pints can this make you?
About 3.5. When you hear that, you know it's store-bought.
If you get jail for doing this, do you feel like you deserve that, or do you feel like that's an unreasonable punishment?
I mean, honestly, it's like if your family is struggling, and if you need to, then if you need the money, you could flip this. For the price of 12, you could flip it for like $40 or something like that.
Well, fellas, I know you shared your stories that it was risky to do this, and I appreciate learning about this, and I think this is important to educate people out there. So any final thoughts?
Just hope that everyone out there, if you guys are doing this, just know, just take it easy. You guys, if you're struggling, we understand. We're doing the same thing.
So what's the way out? What's the way forward, fellas?
Way forward is sobriety, getting the money up the right way.
Thank you, fellas. I wish you guys the best on your path, okay? Kensington, Pennsylvania, a city of walking zombies, a place some call hell on earth. There are many people that might be shocked that a place like Kensington even exists in the United States of America. It's wild, it's lawless, it's sad, and it's real. Today, we take a deep dive into a city consumed by drugs and addiction. If we were to go here on our own, how would it go for us?
Death? Yeah. This zombie land. All Kensington shit, you hear me?
Well, there's a guy injecting right now.
Look. They about to try and bring you back. The ambulance right there.
People need to see shit like this, man.
It's been a long road trip. We've driven from Milwaukee, so we've spent 12 to 14 hours in the car so far. We are hustling to bring you the best videos we can, going to the craziest places. If you'd like to support the Patreon, the link is in the description. I appreciate the support. Lots of you have requested this one, Kensington, Pennsylvania. This is a place where over $1 billion of heroin is sold outdoors on the street. There's walking zombies. And this is one that I'd be very scared to go to by myself. So first we're going to head to my contact. His name is the Puerto Rican Bull. What up, big dog? Good to meet you.
You too, man.
What do you go by?
Rican Bull.
Rican Bull.
What's up, man? How you?
What are we getting ourselves into today, man?
A lot of shit.
Yeah?
A lot of shit. I might have been on a bike, so.
Just follow behind you?
Yeah.
So if we were to go here on our own, how would it go for us?
Bad.
Bad?
Yeah.
What could we expect to happen to us?
Death.
Death?
It's real territorial around here.
If I just pulled up by myself, what do you think they would think I am?
Probably a cop.
5-0, we got him. So we're going into some sketchy territory.
Yeah, for sure.
You said you've lost a lot of people in this area?
Yeah, I just lost my sister. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit crazy out here.
What are the chances of finding human shit outside?
You're gonna see it.
What about needles?
All that shit. Fiends, murders, every day. Memorial weekend we had 50 shootings, 11 murders.
When you go to these places, are you strapped?
Yeah, I'm strapped now.
Good, okay. All right, we'll follow you. I like this guy. To me, it's kind of badass rolling into a place like this on a little 3-wheel bike. I'm happy that he's guiding us to the place that's been widely requested. I guess I'm not scared right now, guys, but as far as places we've gone that are scary, this is definitely up there. Looks like there's a guy injecting himself right over here. Yep. Jesus Christ, here we go. We're in the thick of things, folks. You can always tell too, like people just like searching for little things on the ground like cigarette butts. And to think all of these people start out as innocent babies with stories and dreams and aspirations. And now they're here in Kensington. Yeah.
Fucking trench.
I would say be careful of having people see you filming.
What's looking like?
We're here to.
Y'all would've came down earlier. Y'all would have caught some real crazy footage. They had the cops down this joint walking through the whole situation.
What are the cops actively doing? Because we went to Skid Row and the police were pretty hands off unless something really crazy was happening.
It's too much. It's too much going on for them to be worrying about that. This joint, you know, this is like the bottom.
Where do people live? I don't see many tents around here.
You gotta go down to the bridge.
They live under the bridge?
Yeah, they live always under bridges, always. Because they get moved off the blocks. They evicted them. Yeah, they evicted them.
Is this a place to keep your head on a swivel?
There ain't nothing to play with down this joint. He heavy connected with the city. It ain't too many people that don't know who he is, so he only deal with niggas that's verified. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You can't really be by yourself. You be by yourself. You gonna be 8. You gonna get 8.
Well, shall we go on tour?
Yeah, come on.
I hear that there's $1 billion of heroin sold here a year. What would you say the drug of choice is here for these people?
Meth, heroin, subs, Xenos, everything.
Red sauce.
You said what?
We in there. We in that joint.
Yeah, I can't be in nobody cameras. Yeah, you can't. Nobody, I can. I'm a rapper, you heard me? We about to slide over there under the L so I can show you where all the foods and shit be at.
Okay. I didn't bring one with me today. What's up, big dog? I'm Tommy G.
Like,
Nice to meet you, man.
This is how you know when you're in the trenches, when you look at the stores.
Yeah.
Like when you go into
wig
the
shops,
neighborhood,
pawn shops,
yeah,
liquor.
pawn shops, because there's people always trying to sell shit. The clothes is cheap. It's a lot of corner stores. And over here, it's where a lot of people who get high, that's where they stay at. And the cops, they come around heavy like every day, clear it out for a little bit, but they can't stop. It's like too many people. It's like a house that always dirty. You clean it, then it get dirty again.
So the people that are leaning, what are they on?
Most likely, when you see them leaning, they are fentanyl.
Because I've heard some people call this the city of zombies.
Yeah, this zombie land. All Kensington shit, you heard me? They took over this whole area, like this day land right here.
Imagine being a single woman and you have somewhere to go around here. That would be tough, huh? So they call Philly the city of brotherhood, right?
Yeah.
Is it a friendly city?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
When did it lose the reputation of being friendly?
I mean, it's been like that since we was born. You the wrong bitch in this city, somebody gonna want to do something to you. You make too much money, somebody gonna want to do something to you. You pull up in the wrong car, somebody gonna want to do something.
So there's a crab in the bucket mentality?
Yeah, that's the way Philly is. Look, just get this footage like this where the train at. Like, imagine just going on the train. This is what you gotta go through to get on the train. Look.
He was injected into his armpit, dude.
Yeah.
I've never injected, but I don't think that'd be my first.
You never seen nobody do that?
Behind the leg, arm, toes.
They neck, they pussy, they eye.
I've tried some drugs in my day, but I don't think I ever want to do something that makes me...
What's up, young? This the dangerous part down this joint.
You got a girl, shit on TV, right there, smoking nigga right there.
Yeah, she shot the boy in the joint. Yeah. Two people just got dropped right there, yeah.
Across the street right there, that convenience store.
I feel like the more you see this, the more you say like your own body is special, you know, because you don't want to...
Yeah, but a lot of us come from families that had drug addicts. Yeah, like either mom was on drugs, because the dad wasn't there, the dad was on drugs, and the mom, and they was fighting a lot. So we come from broken homes and drug use. 9 times out of 10, we got a cousin. Everybody got a brother, a cousin, or a sister that's out here running around. Everybody.
So one thing I'm picking up of Philly slang is a bull. That's the first city I've heard people.
Bull or drawling. Drawling, yeah.
Drawling?
Yeah.
What is drawling?
Like you see, look right here. Look. They about to try and bring you back.
Okay, you don't film him.
Do you need anyone to call a cop?
Is it cold? Put it on his balls.
The ambulance right there.
People need to see shit like this, man.
So look, he's just back up on his feet.
Crazy, bro. See what we were with, and you see how fast we do got brotherly love.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I mean?
So what's going on right now?
They better give me some Narcan. We always keep it on us around here.
If you're ODing.
Give it out to us for free.
Put that in their nose, and it instantly sends an adrenaline shot to their brain and to the heart to make them revive fast.
Yeah.
It's like a resuscitation kit.
You'll give them Narcan, bring them back, and they'll get mad at you because our Narcan take away their high. You die off the drug that you on, then you save your life. Like
the other thing I've heard is that when they find the guy who OD'd, the other guys look for who sold it that, because that's the good stuff that they want.
Yeah, if somebody almost die off your work.
Thank you for what you do. Okay, let's get you some water and stuff.
I just gave him 2 shots of Narcan, so he's not.
He's okay.
Gonna be sick. He's gonna feel dope sick.
So basically, he's gonna go through withdrawal heavy.
Right.
So it's not gonna be a comfortable time.
It's not gonna come at all.
So after they do the Narcan, they can't get high.
They can't get high no more. Yeah, you can try shit in any bag you want.
So what do you do? Does he go to a...
We'll keep it on for... They're gonna leave. He's gonna wait them hours that it take for it to wear off, and he's gonna buy some more of whatever that had him almost dying. It's a revolving cycle. Like they don't want help. They be mad at you when you say they lies. I refuse to let you die on my watch.
So how often do you guys see a friend go through something like this?
Down here, you see at least
every day, bro. Every day,
every hour. At least a dozen down here. I see.
Like I'm talking about every day.
And can you guys tell me a little bit more about your journey, how you ended up in Kensington?
My journey, I got out of state and I went to Kensington, the halfway house here. Pretty much drugged everywhere in there. So I mean, I was on Suboxone. I couldn't get my insurance, wouldn't cover my Suboxone. I was clean off heroin for 5 years.
I was 6.5 years sober.
I couldn't get my Suboxone and it was too much. Samples out here are free, so.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. They create the market. Yeah, so it's like people, even if they don't have any money, there's always going to be a way to get high down here because somebody always offering the product.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what.
I've been living down here for about 4 months because of that. But I'll come and go because I want more. You want more.
The sad thing is there's people that have houses to go home to and they rather live here on the street. I don't understand.
I'm talking about they burn out bank accounts, literally, and they families calling them.
Is there some sort of plan in the future? What are your hopes and dreams for life?
What they want to do is they want to lock everybody out for being drug addicts. We need, there's more help that we need than locking us up. That ain't gonna help us with our addiction. The resources and tools and stuff we need more of, to help us, not just slam us in a cell.
What would you be doing right now if you were clean?
If I was clean, I'd be spending time with my family,
My daughter.
I have a steady job.
I left my beautiful daughter for me. I can't even explain it.
You know, that's what I was
So you guys have whole families out there that just right now you can't be with them because of right now where your life is.
Yeah, they don't want me there. You know, I don't blame them. Being careful. I mean, it's a vicious cycle.
And it gets to the point, right, where you don't even want to put yourself around it because you don't want them to see you like that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Dealing with the addiction, and then, you know, being scared to go around your family because you don't want them to look
the shame.
at you, and it creates you to be more distant and put you into a deeper, you feel what I'm saying?
I feel like they're just waiting for me to fuck up anyway, so why go around them, you know what I mean?
Right.
Disappoint them.
So when people are doing the lean, what's that?
They're mixing tranquilizer, horse tranquilizer with this dope.
Hold on. Let me catch this one more time. What did you say they're mixing?
They're mixing horse tranquilizer with the dope. So that's what's making people go like this.
Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you.
Gotta get out of here. Appreciate you, man, and you're a good man. The example you set, though, taking time to help that guy and then giving him some money to help him back on his feet, appreciate that, man.
They might come out and beg for money that I know that they're gonna use to get high, but if I see you dying, I've never been the one to just watch that go on. I done seen people die out here, and I done saved lives out this joint. If I can help, I'm going to.
Right now, there are literally people all off camera, just dozens of people injecting right now. Just me. It's something. It's
crazy.
It's a rare place to see all this type of action happening outside in the open. No one's even worried about it.
Real shit. Not a cop inside.
Keegan, how are we feeling so far?
We're definitely in Kensington.
Those guys were very friendly. I'm very happy that they were here to help. I'm tagging them in my description. Go ahead and follow them on Instagram and send them nice messages because they were very brotherly, not just to us, but they were helping different homeless people, giving them money. It blows my mind that there are places like this. Okay. Lock the doors, guys.
Wait, were we fucking unlocked?
Did the police be down here? I think it's like genocide. They want to see us kill each other off. They see the drug dealers selling the addict, and they watch them shoot up in their neck. They don't care about children. I pray for people. Yeah. Because you never know what walk of life a person went through.
You got that peach moonshine, huh?
Yes, baby, because this is what I do.
How long have you lived here for?
Since 2020.
Okay. And what is it like living in Kensington?
It's horrible. It's horrible. I never seen anything so sad in my life.
Do you feel like there's hope, or do you feel like there's...
No, I know it's hope because I believe in God.
Yeah.
You don't know what a person going through in their life.
First of all, they enable them. If you feed them drugs, if you give them everything they need, you give them clothes, they feed them, they not going to never go home. So once you stop doing that, then take your ass home.
No change.
You look like you could be a social worker or a nurse of sorts.
Yeah, I do home health care.
Home health care? If you were the mayor, what would you do differently in Kensington?
I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up.
One thing is about the kids. It's about the children, first of all. They're not the first priority. The children are. So these are grown adults. Like, they had jobs.
Because basically some of these adults are already far gone, but if you can help the kids.
Yes, yeah. Like, if you can help
because the children are our future. Yes. And if they walk past and see stuff like that, they're going to think it's normal.
Yeah.
Have you ever been a victim of violence or been scared for your safety in this town?
My nephew had got killed on 28th and Ridge. He was in a wheelchair. He got shot in his head. It's just crazy around here. Every time you turn around, it's always death and destruction.
Would you recommend just cold turkey? Don't give them any resources? Let them...
No, yes.
So if this was your sister, what would you do?
I'm going to get my sister. We're going to go get some help.
Bring her to a clinic?
Yes, like you want to stay here and you want to stay here. If you're not, then not.
I'm not going to see nobody. See, I feed the homeless.
But like I said, if you keep feeding them, you keep clothing them.
No,
you keep
but I'm just saying,
stuff,
you never know. See, we got different opinions.
And that's okay. That's
we
okay.
got different opinions. See, my thing is
I understand that
you
too,
never know.
You
It's not no debation. It's not no debation.
Go get a job, then you will be okay.
Hey, each of you can have your own opinions. It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, jobs are not easy to run across. I understand she's saying enabling, but you never know what walk of life somebody went through. You never know what somebody went through. And it's crazy because we're human. We're imperfect beings. We're imperfect beings. I'm not talking. Don't stop debating with me.
Everybody got faults.
Stop debating with me because it's not cool. But if I can help you, only thing I know, I did what I had to do. What God told me to do.
I appreciate talking to you guys. Thank you.
You have a blessing.
Be safe, okay? All right, guys, this was Kensington. I'm at a loss a little bit for words. People have it tough, man. Some of this stuff is self-imposed. Some of it is the trauma of life, and I pray for these people. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Take care.
gunpoint and raped in alley. I've been held hostage 3 times.
This floor actually could just crack in. That floor could just fall. Okay.
Hello folks, today we're looking into the drug epidemic that is absolutely horrific and just infiltrating cities all around America.
All my veins have collapsed or they don't work.
Today we're boots on the ground in Baltimore where we're surrounded by dirty mattresses, needles, human feces, and just human despair.
Till you see a limp body whose life ends with a gun.
We're here to give people stories and also explore how we can make this better. This is a massive problem in America, something that we need to look into, need to figure out how to change, and we're here firsthand to explore and give you the story.
Today, folks, we're going boots on the ground in Baltimore, getting an inside look into the drug epidemic that's running its way through the city. We go into trap houses that are full of paraphernalia. We explore the drug called tranq, which is ripping apart the city.
Turning people into what some are calling living zombies.
We're aided by our friend Nick, who has dedicated his life to helping people become sober.
I can refer you all over to the city and state.
We're also joined by YouTube journalist and my friend Brandon Buckingham, known for covering stories like the Juggalos, O-Block, the Capitol 6 riots, and much, much more. This guy is one of YouTube's best journalists. So now we go boots on the ground with Brandon and Nick. This is the stuff that mainstream media won't show you, but we will. Viewer discretion is advised. We're pulling into West Baltimore today, the second most dangerous city in America. And right now the city is in a state of emergency due to a drug epidemic. They're mixing fentanyl with xylazine, which is an animal tranquilizer. Putting it together, it's kind of the Kensington zombie effect. Their attorney general is petitioning to make it a state of emergency. There's dozens of news articles about it. It is really affecting the city. And today we're meeting up with a local contact that is dedicating his life to helping people in these situations. We'll see you on the streets. So we're investigating tranq today. Have you heard of that?
Of course, tranquilizer. That's been going on for years. It's nothing.
Really?
Just a different name.
And is it really flooding into the city right now?
The downtown Baltimore area might be more prevalent.
It's more prevalent in East or West Baltimore?
West.
If you were mayor, what would you do to help this issue?
I would probably try to clean up the Lexington Market area. That's pretty much the hub of the drug trade downtown.
Are you trying to incarcerate people? Did you give them other opportunities?
Other opportunities, drug treatment, things of that nature.
My name's Nicholas Johns. I'm an outreach specialist. What I do basically is street interventions in places like West Baltimore, Philadelphia. I go into the streets and approach people that are in active addiction or states of homelessness and offer them an immediate route to remedy where their life is at.
What is the drug primarily that's ripping apart the city right now?
It's fentanyl. You know, before it's fentanyl, it's heroin.
So do you ever get nervous before you go and do this stuff?
Honestly, no. We're going into an impoverished area where gun violence is prevalent, you know, and there's a lot of drugs. I'm known in these areas, and also if anybody with us, like, y'all really don't need to worry about anything.
How many people like you are out doing what you're doing?
In Baltimore, it's me, just me.
What makes what you do unique?
I just get really strong numbers in regards to the amount of people that I actually place from the streets directly into treatment facilities on a given day.
How do people get into these positions?
People are born into this as an environment, in which case you got pretty much every angle of life stacked against you. You got generational poverty, institutionalized racism, cyclical devolution from drugs in your community. You've got the other way out, which is trying to procure money through the drugs in your community. Then you have the violence that goes alongside all of that.
Where is this stuff coming from? Is it Mexico? Is it China?
The analog for fentanyl is largely being produced within China and also Mexico. Xylazine is, you know, that's like a veterinarian drug used to sedate animals.
The average citizen, you're seeing an abandoned building, but to someone who could be battling opioid addiction right now, they see a place for shelter, a place to use substances safely, and they actually will sleep and live in a lot of these buildings.
So this is the first building we walked into, and already right away, needles. I imagine that's a spoon for heroin, or?
Yeah, so that's like a cooker. Somebody would use that to cook up whatever substances they were injecting. That's actually the same thing. That's also a cooker. Needles right there. You got the cigarette butt, but then you got the needle end cap right there.
Do people sleep in here?
I doubt it. People definitely get down right here. Right there's another cooker. So we're at 3 cookers. This actually probably isn't even that frequent of a spot.
Try and imagine living in an area where this is happening next to your house. You got dilapidation. It's infested with drugs. drugs and litter. And imagine being a kid growing up, seeing this every day when you walk to the bus to school, every day when you go to the corner store, what it might do to your psyche.
I wanted to ask, coming into places like this, they kind of provide protection from police, right? A safe place to get high and not have to worry about the cops arresting you.
Police in Baltimore really aren't preoccupied with people getting high unless it's people getting high in very like upper class areas. Otherwise, you know, they're worried about gunshots here, they're worried about murders here. That right there, that's for smoking crack. You know,
should we play a game, what's in the suitcase? I'm guessing feces or a used condom.
I'm guessing nothing, but it's a damn nice looking suitcase.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got.
Okay.
Oh,
advanced plastic sheeting. A rechargeable arcade card. I'll be honest, this is what I was in it for. I've got what I need. I'm gonna go hit Dave & Buster's. Appreciate your time. Just one step outside of this abandoned building, I stepped directly on this needle, hidden in the brush, exposed needle.
it seems like the classic, the telltale sign of this tranq stuff is the zombie kind of.
I mean, yeah, when people are that nodded out, you know what I'm saying? They're incapacitated. It's just a perpetual state of unconsciousness. Yo! Syringe bags right there.
We're just walking to an abandoned building after abandoned building, and they are just, it looks like a war happened here. I mean, don't get me wrong, America has so much beauty in it, some of the greatest wealth the world has ever seen, but on the flip side, some of the highest amount of human despair. If you were mayor, what would you do to make this place a little safer or better for people?
Definitely put more food stores up.
Is there not enough places for people to get food and shelter?
Heck no, there's no like outreach programs, nothing like that.
How would you describe this area to people?
There's a lot of abandonments, so everybody has a place to live.
Do you call it abandonments?
Mm-hmm.
How do you survive out here?
I do date.
What's the most common drugs to be found around here?
Heroin and crack.
How'd you get to here?
Everybody that ends up here gets stranded here. We came to cop, we got caught because it's like a fast life, so
yeah.
And it's everybody gets stuck like this.
So do you feel stuck right now?
Almost.
How much money do I need to find drugs around here?
I don't know. It's if you can find them. I mean, not everybody's friendly.
Do you know anyone that has passed away from overdose?
I don't know anybody. It's common.
Is it dangerous being a woman out here?
100%. I've been raped in alleys. I've been held at gunpoint and raped in alleys. I've been held at gunpoint and raped by a child in an alley. I've been held hostage 3 times.
Do you ever call the police?
No.
Do the police help?
They will if you call them, but nobody ever calls.
How did we get here?
You know, the drug epidemic is one thing. That has started back in the 70s. It has progressed to what it is now. Now we have a lot of carjackings, crime, murders, and killings. In my early 20s, a lot of stuff that's going on now, I didn't have to deal with. It's now just me out here doing what I have to do to survive, and then you have a bunch of people with no opportunity. They're gonna do what they know how to do.
What we are about to do is walk into the trap houses. There could be junkies, there could be needles, there could be who knows what around the corner. We're walking into these buildings and seeing what we find.
People using it here, see all by the ground. Works. I'm sure we go upstairs. Like
work just laying for the paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Do you think this is someone's spot?
Yeah. They had a fire going in here.
Like we have paintings for children on the wall in this dilapidated building. It's hard to imagine a child living in a place like this.
Yeah, look, this floor actually could just crack in. I'd be hella thankful because that floor could legit fall on. Okay.
Is it scary living here?
I'm not personally scared, no. Some people are. There's a lot of drug dealing, rivalries.
If you were mayor, what would you do to make the drug issue be better?
If the dealers in jail longer, they're not staying in jail long enough. They've literally set fires inside the house, you know, a metal trash can or something, and it gotten out of hand and caught on fire. Several are burnt down. They've found bodies in there when they're burnt, you know, after they're put out. They need to just tear them down.
What's going through your head right now?
I was chilling, having a good day with y'all.
This is a normal day in the life of Nick, right?
Yeah, this is pretty standard operating procedure, but I'm having a good day.
I've known about this stuff for a while, and I've known like a lot of people I grew up with would come down here to buy drugs, but actually being on the inside behind the boarded up windows, it's pretty fascinating to see the conditions that people live in, you know?
Like it's easy to watch a TV show about it or read a book about it, but when you actually are walking through the needles, walking through the dilapidated buildings and talking to people that you can just tell are in a very tough spot. I mean,
when you look at these living conditions, it kind of gives you a good understanding of how this drug affects you. If you're willing to live amongst that, the trash and the filth and whatnot, like obviously it has a really, really strong hold on these people, and it's not as easy as just stop.
Sometimes I feel like people potentially feel like they're happier sitting by the fire where they're at versus trying to climb up or down a level. But one thing, point that I'll give kudos to Baltimore on, of all cities I've worked in, they have such an immediate ease of access to treatment here, 24/7, multiple places that you can just show up, have no ID, have no insurance, and by the end of the day, you're gonna be enrolled in an inpatient treatment facility with a rent-free place to live, 6 to 9 months. You're gonna have full case management services. They help you get things like TDAP, food stamps, birth certificate, social security card, ID, job placement. So there definitely are organizations here that are ready and willing to help people build back their lives up from the chaos and the death that this is out here.
How bad is the opioid epidemic here in Baltimore?
It's terrible. My daughter, her old man put me out. That turns me back onto the streets.
Coping with life on the streets isn't easy.
No, it's not. My life is too precious to be out here doing the opium and all that bullshit. It's too much. Look at all these abandoned houses. A whole block, ain't nothing on the streets. They need to build these houses back up, put people back into society again.
What are some things you think could be done to help curb the opioid epidemic, lessen the damage it's doing to society?
Stop it, like y'all doing.
Raising awareness?
Yes. You know, like the police raiding all these spots now. That's a good thing too.
Breaking up the people that are living in the abandoned buildings?
Yeah.
Is this something you see yourself dedicating your life to?
Yeah, I mean, I already have, bro. Just really the next step is gonna be launching the nonprofit in regards to teaching other people the methodology of outreach that I employ on a daily basis. I really just wanna positively influence the macrocosm of mankind.
Here's a GoFundMe in the description that's helping him grow his nonprofit, scale his nonprofit. I'm gonna put my own money up for it, and I hope you do as well. Let's see if we can move something, guys. The power of the internet to change people's lives is a beautiful thing. There's a huge drug issue. What is your commentary on that?
The reason I came out here was because I'm an addict. I'm originally from Carroll County, so it was easier to obtain drugs at a cheaper price. I was in treatment. I was living out Frederick at a place called Solid Ground. I was actually 2 years clean. I relapsed, so I came out here with the expectation to continue using.
How long ago was that you relapsed?
This was exactly April last year.
Damn, man.
I shoot up, right?
Yeah.
The only place I can actually go is in my neck. All my veins basically have collapsed or they don't work. When I attempted to inject any kind of drug, what happens is it won't pull the blood. It'll be like a miss. You can see that right there, that's from a miss. Now anybody that's using kids at home, don't do drugs. It's been the biggest mistake of my life.
Does it feel like a hole that's almost impossible to get out of?
Oh, definitely. They're trying to like mask some kind of pain that they're bearing. For me, it was losing my 2 children. I got 2 kids that got adopted. I lost them about 7 years ago. I signed off my parental rights so they'd have a good life. And I'm glad I did because I ended up going to jail for 2 years. So had I not, I would have pretty much not been there for them regardless. I am homeless technically. I've been staying with a friend in Pigtown. My friend Chris gets 100% disability. We got a nice 3-story townhouse.
So you have a nice place to sleep at, but by day you come here, you panhandle, and you get your fix.
Pretty much.
I see you have different things on your skin. Is that from using?
These are scars right here. But like right here, that's from using drugs.
How much money do you need a day to survive?
I have a $12 a day habit.
How many people in your family are also experiencing drug issues?
Well, my father, he's active. Older of my 2 sisters. My youngest sister's never done drugs or alcohol.
How old were you when you tried your first drug?
I was 15 years old. Well, I did pot with a friend, and then my second drug was cocaine.
How many times a day do you use?
Twice. I use right when I wake up in the morning. Usually I'll save something from the night previous. When you use, you stop feeling the euphoria from it, but you'll still get the call, meaning like you'll still feel that warm sensation, and it's just a temporary cushion of comfortability. Even though it does go away, your problems are still there after the drugs are gone. It's kind of like a no-brainer though. I pay money to myself. It doesn't even fucking make sense. If anybody hears this and I can help you in any way, I can tell you I've had like 4 hospitalizations in the past year. One was 2 weeks, the other one was a 10-day stretch, and then a week. Drugs are not worth it.
We got some of your poetry here. Do you mind if I read some of it, or do you want to read it?
Kind gets stuck like elf on the shelf. Now you're a fiend shooting dope and killing on yourself. Your brain starts to change and soon starts to corrode. Your age is still young while your body and soul feels old.
There's too many of us struggling in these streets. This sickness out here is a crippling disease. The junkies out here, parents, kids, and friends, this vicious cycle we live never seems to end. That's powerful, man. What is it like living here?
It's crazy. I was actually born in Germany. I was an army brat, so I've lived in like 7-8 different states. My parents actually live on a golf course. After college, I kind of, did some stuff on my own, and me and my girlfriend wound up here. We've been here for like 2 years. We lived in like 5 different houses, and every house we seem to move in, the owners come and, end up kicking us out. But we actually found this really...
Are you squatting here? Or?
Yeah.
And how hard is that to do around here?
We actually talked to the person who owns this, and we keep it pretty clean. So he said as long as we continue to keep it clean and we're not causing any trouble with the neighbors, he doesn't mind, because of course if we move out, you don't know who the hell is going to move in.
What are the houses like around here?
You get what you see. They're run down. A lot of them, no water, no electricity. Bathrooms are terrible, but for the most part, we can shower, use water to eat, wash our hands and stuff.
What do you make of all the drug abuse that's happening around us?
There's a lot of different reasons why people get hooked on drugs. Most people like to think that, people are doing it just to cover something up or feel better about a past. Started out doing drugs just because I like to get high, I was a former athlete, partied a lot, and one thing led to another, and now I'm out here. It's crazy how it doesn't discriminate though. I met a guy out here, he owns his own restaurant, but he gets high like I do.
What's the drug of choice around here?
Cocaine. It's gone from heroin to fentanyl to now the new things like xylazine, I think is how you pronounce it.
That's the tranquilizer, right?
It's like a horse tranquilizer.
It doesn't look fun at all to do.
I'm not gonna lie, I do it, but it's not something I'm hooked on. I did my dope. I went through my dope phase for a while. I went to rehab actually last year.
What's your hope for the future?
This is just a phase for me and my girl. We actually have plans to get out of here. I did pest control for 8 years, and I have 2 of my pesticide license, so I just need 1 more.
I think you'd be booming in business around here.
Absolutely.
You're a poet too?
I am.
Did you grow up in Baltimore?
No, I did not. I grew up on the Maryland-West Virginia state line. Like this interaction right here never happened. I couldn't go to the grocery store. I'd go grab a gallon of milk after sitting in the parking lot for like 30 minutes. Finally go in, grab some milk at the register. All I would say was like, thank you. I can't breathe. I'm sweating.
Does drugs kind of give you the blanket to feel okay in the world?
It does. I don't feel high when I do drugs. I feel what everyone considers to be normal. I've been doing this since I was 18. So a solid, almost 11 years.
It's crazy to see what drug addiction does to people's lives. On one hand, you have a couple here writing poetry, loving each other, doing the best they can. On the other hand, they're living in extreme poverty, battling addiction every day, with their focus of life centered around the drugs.
So folks, this is it. We went boots on the ground, face to face with the drug epidemic here in Baltimore. This is a problem that's only growing, and we need to figure out how to address as a people. We've seen people that had careers that are now on the street. We had people that had kids and now are on the street. And so it can happen to so many of us. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you next week. I'm Tommy G. I'm in Gary, Indiana. I'm at an abandoned bank vault. Let's see what's inside.
America's Gangsters Ghost Town.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. With SOB.
I never counted a favor. If you was loyal to me, I'll put it up in the box like broken bricks.
May 25th, 2004. Almost 20 years ago, someone was here.
I really live what I put in my songs. The rest of them flex for the likes on the.
At one time in history, Gary, Indiana was a booming American city. It was founded in 1906 by U.S. Steel as a site for their new plant, Gary Works. By the 1920s, it was a place where Black Americans and European immigrants came to seek prosperity working in the steel mills. At its peak in the 1960s, over 178,000 people called Gary home. Then things got bad. The steel mills closed, jobs went overseas, and Gary began to deteriorate. By the 90s, it became one of America's murder capitals. And by 2021, the population had dropped to 68,000. Currently, a third of the homes in Gary are abandoned, and the crime rate remains high. We hit the streets with gangster rapper SOBOD and his crew. Here's what he sounds like.
I've been dropping shit. Phone to go too fast, don't feel like stopping it. Doing all of that woofing through that phone, what got your partner hit? Bad as fuck, I've been stepping on shit, ain't had no pocket piss. That AI pistol can't go in my pants, I bet the Glock will fit.
Join us as we explore America's gangster ghost town, Gary, Indiana. So we're here. It's a beautiful morning here in Gary, Indiana. And we're here to meet some local rappers who are going to join us for the exploration. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you, my boy.
This is Zach.
Z Sitchy, aka SOB Zach.
And folks, today we got...
It's the word, Big General, SOBLD. How y'all coming, man?
Okay, so we're exploring America's gangster ghost town. That's what I'm calling Gary, Indiana. What do you think about that description?
I f with it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
you think it's an accurate description?
Yeah, it matches. It matches for sure.
Describe Gary in 3 words.
I don't know. Scary, and scary. You know?
So have you guys ever gone exploring in your city like this?
Nah.
Hell no.
We be put up, bro.
We just cause crime and get up out of here.
We got my boy, my other artist, Gerald, coming.
Okay.
And that Draco in.
Yeah, I need some type of weaponry.
Yeah?
I'm legal too, so y'all good.
Okay, so that's another thing. There's a lot of people that I feel like don't want to, like, police I think are an asset to a community. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, what is your take on that?
They not an asset to
No?
this community. Hell no.
Okay, so if someone is shooting up your mom's house, don't you think you want to call the police?
No, hell no.
No?
They not gonna come. My friend got shot in my front yard. The police ain't come till he died, like 20 minutes later.
Why do you think that is?
Because it just happened so much. They not trying to really save nobody. They trying to eliminate the problem, so they'll let you die before they save you. If they save you, then there's more bullshit bound to keep happening because of the type of person you is. If you die, they ain't got to worry about bullshit no more.
What I look at right now is, like, police is like one of the most hated jobs in America right now. Do you know what the #1 cause of death for a police officer is?
Yeah. What the fuck?
What they see every day.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yes, there are some shit police officers we gotta hold accountable. I feel like no one's gonna want to be a police officer anymore and think they're just gonna get crazy.
Yeah, me too.
What do you think it would take to get more black dudes being a police officer?
Education. Like, that's it.
Because I think a good police officer is a community police officer. Like, they're playing football with the kids.
Yeah, the police out here named Officer Tatum. I gotta shout him out. Officer Tatum. We f with you. You know we f with you.
I want to hit him with that look.
Officer Tatum been coming out here playing basketball with us. He a real community cop. He look out for the kids. Let people go, all type of stuff. He pull you over. He'll give you a chance, a warning.
Like, he's not gonna hold you up for some bullshit. Like, oh, you have a half a gram of weed. Like, he's not gonna make it a scene.
He's gonna throw it on the ground and crush it and let us go. I'm telling you.
What's going on, big dog? I'm Tommy.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Gerald. SOB Gerald. Nice to meet y'all. How y'all doing?
All right, so we're with the SOB crew. Let's explore Gary, Indiana.
Damn. This is a church or a school?
It's a church. Bro, it's a noose over there.
So guys, at one point, Gary was one of the fastest growing cities in America. It was booming.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember, like, do you have grandparents that told you about that or that can remember those times?
My sister told me in like 63 it was. It ain't been like that for the longest. I feel like in like 10 years after 63, that's when stuff started going downhill. Like when it became the murder capital and stuff, that's when stuff started going downhill.
So what was it like growing up in Gary, Indiana?
That shit fun, I ain't gonna lie. It's not like Chicago, but it's like you forced to bond with everybody around you.
It's a good experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Should we check out the upstairs?
Yeah, we can go upstairs.
Let's see it. Let's check it out.
How old y'all think this building is though?
100? 80 years old maybe? 80? At one point this was once a grand church. That is something to think about. At one point this was a community staple. This is where people got married. This is where people had their kids
people got married,
baptized.
Look how big it is. You could tell shit.
That's great, yeah, right there.
So what do you think like it does to someone's psyche growing up and they just everywhere they look they see decay?
That shit make you like,
that motivates you.
Yeah, it like it turns you to a different person. Like, you know you gotta get out this environment. So that's why I took, I looked around me when I was like 14 and my family, the environment made my family change too. Like we wasn't really how family was supposed to be. We was into it and separating and that turned us against each other. So once you got more and you could do more for yourself or your family, that only brings more happiness. So that's what he behind me playing, ain't he?
Yeah. No, I was just saying.
So how does something like this collapse, you think?
We getting older and older.
Yeah, the decay and
All the rain getting inside, probably getting wet and stuff.
I feel like this is a metaphor for life. Like if you don't keep things built up and maintained, everything collapses. It could be your career, your family, your city. If you don't put in the work to keep it good, it's gonna all collapse.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's try and find a basement entrance that's not gonna collapse on it. Because if there's ghosts in here, they live in the basement. I was researching ghosts the other day. So our mission is either to go to the basement or go to the top.
I'm trying to see some scary shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go hunt for ghosts right now. Come on.
Bro, there's a room called hell.
What? I feel like out of the group, you're the one that's most likely to go there, so why don't you lead the way?
Fuck it. Oh, fuck no, bro. Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
I mean, if I was stuck here for eternity, I would think that's hell too. So do any of you guys feel any paranormal activity down here?
Couple spider webs. A little bit of a weird urge.
A weird urge. His flashlight is his gun.
This bitch has got some power to it.
Oh, it looks like it.
Ooh, shit. Oh no, I heard that shit. That shit scared the fuck out of me. Y'all heard that talking?
Off workers outside. Chris.
Speaking Spanish. They got the Spanish.
Yeah, we gotta go.
It's
Those
a
Mexicans.
ghost, dude.
I'm gonna have to punch one of them in they shit.
They might try and
Man.
search us with gloves on and stick a finger up our butt.
Nah. 10 minutes.
Should we go to the bank? There's an abandoned bank.
Fuck it.
It is?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We can get into the safe.
We at the bank.
Let's do it.
We need the vault.
I got a crowbar in the trunk. Yeah, I got a shovel and a rope. That sound like
He's definitely the crazy guy of the crew, huh? So like I like seeing this when you drive around, you see all these fresh brick buildings, nice developments. Like it does show that some of the city investment is actually working and making it nicer. And like if you grow up on, like look how much block by block. One block, boom, ready. The other block, totally abandoned, just like that. You guys ever heard of black mold before? You breathe it in, it's not supposed to be too good for you out here. Okay, to the people back home, how would you describe the smell?
It smell like pneumonia.
Come on.
It smells like gasoline or something.
Guys, the vault to the bank is right here.
What the fuck? That boy Tommy G found us in a vault.
Let's see if we can make sense of any of this. Oh, I think there must have been a fire recently here.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking.
That's what this is. Smell this, smell this. That definitely is like recent.
Yeah, that's burnt. Yeah, that's
smell like burnt.
Somebody's probably trying to burn this bitch.
Someone's trying to keep warm in here. Maybe.
They might be, bro.
Oh yeah, look at all that. Someone definitely lit this all up.
So these used to be safety deposit boxes. So if you were happening, you'd put some cash in here. You might put a gun in here. So look how, dude, this used to be like, I bet you like back in the day, like 1960s in Gary, this is, if you were a baller, you put your money in here.
We got a little comic newspaper.
Oh, that'll probably tell us the date. Let's see when this is from.
What we got? Bro, they just got a bag of paper.
May 25th, 2004. Almost 20 years ago, someone was here.
Damn, somebody was here reading.
And there's like yellow splotches on there. Wait, minimum wage is $8.25.
I thought it was $7.25. They bumped it up.
Yeah, $7.25.
$7.25?
Yeah, $7.25.
So can you imagine doing 40 hours a week? What are you making like
$300 a check. My cousin be making minimum wage.
How do people live off of that?
He be living with his mama.
How much does rent cost out here?
$1,200 for one bedroom.
What?
For a studio.
Yeah, you can't live by yourself working full time off minimum wage. Do you think there's an issue with that?
Yeah.
And what do you think should be done?
Shit, should boost that shit up.
No, we just need more places built so people can have more places to work at.
And there's cheaper housing and better and more jobs. Let's get out of this air. I feel like we're gonna be, our lungs are gonna collapse.
We might die, bro.
Are your guys' spidey senses tingling a little bit?
A little bit, man.
We need the gun up here.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Well, I got a home.
I thought it was like a wig or something.
Well, look at all these files now.
They take it.
Let's see what these files. Damn, someone's social security number's on this thing.
Let me get a picture of that.
This person's date of birth was 11/18/32.
Holy shit.
Oh, good. What diseases can you get from breathing in air like this?
Mesothelioma.
We're about to get that if we stay in here longer. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Let's pop out of this spot. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a really nice suburb, Crystal Lake, Illinois. It was nice. It was just a nice area to grow up. It's hard for me to imagine having kids in an area like this and keeping them positive, keeping them motivated, letting them think that their dreams can come true, because like your environment, like they say over and over, product of your environment. And if you're just surrounded by broken down, left behind shit, like it or not, it's gonna impact you. It's gonna affect the way you think about life. Parts of the city are like a third world. I'm boots on the ground, talking to Gary's residents, talking to people that live here. What is it like living in Gary, Indiana, sir?
Man, that's okay, man. I'm really not from Gary, but we buying up all the property in Gary so we can make it beautiful.
Oh yeah, well, it used to be going so much better, but now it's like people moving out to down in Indianapolis and places like that where all the factories are.
I've been living on the same block 56 years.
How have you seen it change over time?
Well, you see it? There was no vacant lots at that time.
Like I see, okay, there's obviously some new developments around here that we're looking at in this area, but a lot of Gary is abandoned and beat down. What does that do to someone's psyche, you feel like, or to the psyche of a city?
Man, we don't have a lot of inspiration when you walk outside. People don't really have a lot to hope for.
This town is like dead. And look, from 120,000 to 60 or 70,000 population, what's left? You know, I remember when I was young, we used to take our cars to go to Maryville, to Wiseway, race cars, come and go out to the port, and Friday, Saturday, the cars never slept, man. Up and down the street, we used to have a good time when we was young. Now they have nothing. The new generation have nothing, man.
So you've seen it go from a good city to abandoned?
I wouldn't say it's abandoned, but you know, it's not what it used to be.
And what has that been like seeing that? Like, what's your commentary or your thoughts on that?
Well, everything's got to change over time, okay? No matter what. Everything from humans on down, period, you know.
Piensa que Estados Unidos es el piace de oportunidad.
Uy, aquí hay muchas oportunidades, la verdad, para todos nosotros los centroamericanos, hispanos y latinoamericanos.
Hay personas que viven en Estados Unidos que piensan que es un lugar muy horrible, sin oportunidades. ¿Qué piensas sobre esto?
Yo pienso que uno mismo se da la oportunidad, no te importa que te estén dando $10, $12, lo que importa es superarse. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Are you optimistic for the future of Gary?
Gary is #1, and Gary is going to come back better than any other city in the United States of America, man. Even better than Florida, California, whatever you call it, man. We got the Lake Michigan, man. We got the U.S. Steel, man. Added with to Michigan City and maybe South Bend even. Gary is the best, man. Gary is #1, U.S. Steel. That's the name of it, U.S. Steel.
What do you see for the future of Gary?
Either it goes or it dies, period.
Make Gary great again.
Make Gary great again. All right, hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Like, what are the top options people want to be in this town? Like, what are the top jobs people want to do?
It ain't that many football and that many schools
You
out
need to go
here.
hoop, rap, weed.
So, are there not a lot of options for kids around here?
No, hell no, real.
So, the school we're about to go into recently had a case of... Goodies right there.
You said who?
We're filming a music video.
No, we're filming a music video. Yo, they call me Tommy. I'm the baddest rapper.
Music video, right?
Hey, how are you?
I don't know if you guys are ready to get it or not. Don't go in there.
No?
And be trespassing, y'all can get arrested.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm just asking people in there got arrested for trespassing on city property.
Alright, for sure. Do you think the police noticed the bulge in your sweatshirt?
Hell yeah, he did. He noticed that Draco.
I got a basketball.
So it's like a level 5 felony apparently if we get caught going in there.
Do you guys think that's felony worthy, exploring somewhere that no one's in?
Hell yeah, because if your ass died then they gotta explain.
So the city owns the building, so if you die in the building, someone can sue the city?
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of people here are depressed?
Hell yeah, I was depressed up in this bitch.
What percentage of the population here would you guess is depressed?
99%.
Good, my boy.
I would say about
So we've done our fair share of law breaking and rule breaking for this channel, but when a cop directly pulls up and warns us, do not go in there, oh listen. Especially when you got rappers with promising careers with you, you gotta make sure that they're okay too.
We went to go sneak in one last building, but as we were doing so, we noticed across the street something that looked interesting. We decided to go check it out.
Sir, can you tell us what we're looking at here?
All right, so this is Progressive Faith Community Farms, a junior urban master producer classes we have for 7 weeks. And then we have them come out here, go from theory to practice to actually learn urban agriculture and urban farming.
That's beautiful.
So they're learning how to, we got goats, we got ducks, we got sheep. I'm not sheep. Goats, ducks, and chickens is what I meant to say. So they're growing all kinds of vegetables over here and stuff like that. So.
I'm sure, what got you into farming?
Prices went up. And then they was just talking about, this food desert and the different things like that. So I just wanted to just learn how to do it myself. So I just start putting seeds in the ground, and it's so fresh, and it's amazing to go in the back and cut your own salad. You know, cucumber, tomato, lettuce. And it's just fresh. It tastes different. It just really tastes different.
We're doing a story on, I call this kind of America's gangster ghost town a little bit.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
It's the most abandoned city in America.
Yeah, it's one of the most abandoned cities. That's why we're trying to revitalize it. And we can repurpose a lot of these lots. We can clean them up, we can repurpose it, and we can have fresh fruits and vegetables grown throughout Gary, Indiana. We can repurpose it, we can bring it back.
Was it your parents or your grandparents that were enjoying
The grandparents.
So your grandparents were in a prosperous time.
Oh yeah.
And then shortly after that, things started leaving the city.
Declining, right.
Sir, would you want to take us on a tour of the farm?
Well, I guess I can show you.
Yeah.
Elephant Man Podcast Network. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Right here, it's closed right now, but it's the Harmony fridge. And what we do is we have fresh produce we put in there. And anybody, day or night, can come in and get food. Right now, it's not working. Well, it's working, but there's no produce in there. So we got fresh cheese in there, eggs, everything like that. And they can come and pretty much shop for free. So this is Faith Farm CDC. This is Pastor Whitaker. He's in charge of right here.
I'm Tommy G. Nice to meet you.
Tommy G?
Yes, sir. Describe Gary, Indiana in 3 words.
We're gonna get there.
Okay.
So tell me about SOB.
It's a record label.
Okay.
We had started a record label, signing artists and whatnot.
Yeah.
These are my 2 artists right here.
Y'all the artists.
Yeah.
All right.
Manager.
Y'all flow?
The thing you said earlier today, what was the one line you
Hit me
just
with
dropped on me
it.
about?
I don't drive. No, Tommy G. You can't be no artist if you can't just flow. You're in the wrong business if somebody come up to you and say hit it, and you be like, oh no, I ain't on that. No.
I use certain lyrics.
Okay, live with whatever you use. You flow.
All right, look, I say it's messed up. How these kids, they running wells from a city where these shorties raising childs. Daddy ain't been home and you ain't seen him in a while. Only man that turned mama sad face into a smile. And if you ain't in my gym shoes, can't walk a mile. Cause I got brothers in that cell, they waiting on the day of trial. Home all alone, police knocking at the door when you get scared. Thinking ain't a number you can dial. Let me tell you about the struggle and how this stuff it really is. Mama gone, so the oldest watch the kids. Daddy made it happen, moving weight and feds coming to ask you questions. I told him I ain't messing with no pigs, like I don't know what he did and really don't know what he is. And I like Glocks, but if I got to, then I'm slime with the SIGs. Got it out the mud, I knew I could, just had to dig. Tolerate no disrespect, you disrespect me, blow your wig on my brother. Yeah.
No, that's how you guys gotta flow, man.
Nice.
Somebody come out
Nice.
and but this is us, man. This is our church. We started this about 9 years ago. This is our 9th growing season. 9 years ago, I knew nothing about growing food. I've been up in Milwaukee with Mr. Will Allen. If y'all don't know Will, y'all need to know.
Off of Silver Spring.
Yeah, off of Silver Spring.
I've been to his farm and I've met him.
So he's Mr. Will Allen. He came out here and he helped us. So 9 years ago, I knew nothing about putting food in the ground. Knew nothing about how powerful food is to you for medicine. So food can heal you or it can hurt you.
A lot of food that's available around here. If you go to most gas stations, most corner stores, most of that is not even real food. It's bad options and it's not a good way to sustain the body.
And so that's where we created this. So inside we got, 20 young people? And 16 of them are young men. They're in there now being mentored. That's what it's about. For me, it's about folks that look like me and helping them have some of the stuff that I didn't have growing up. Guess what? My son, he's 11. My nephew's 10. SOB Jero. SOB OD. How much they make?
15.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. At 10. No, like, you feel me? Yeah.
An hour, that's...
An hour. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You hiring?
I know. I hear it. I see it. They do 9 hours a week for 6 weeks. Median household income, what you think it is in this neighborhood? We're in Emerson neighborhood.
28,000.
Lower.
15.
Lower.
12.
$12,000.
$12,000.
A year.
A year?
A year. $12,000 a year. That young man right there, he grew up in this neighborhood. Now he making $20 an hour part-time. He's still live right up the street from where we grew up.
Took them off the streets and gave them a real time.
Yeah, give them something. Oh man, they want to work.
Well, we appreciate your message and we appreciate your mission, man.
All right, Tommy.
Okay, thank you, man.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, clap it up for Miss Frida.
So what we have growing out here right now are Brussels sprouts.
Ooh.
That's cabbage. That's kale. And you see all those are tomatoes. The front end is green tomatoes and the second end is red tomatoes.
What do green tomatoes taste like?
People like fried green tomatoes. When you have all your Mexican dishes, there's cilantro.
Ooh,
as you go down here, keep going straight ahead. We're gonna go to the animals. 52 chickens, 9 ducks, and 20 goats. Miss Fine is the farm manager. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You see the lettuce and everything in there? All this stuff we grow organically. These are the baby chicks, if you will. They're not really babies anymore. Here, somebody come grab this. I'm gonna let you put it through the fence.
Is that a radish?
Those are strawberries. He's waiting on you. He's waiting on you. Right through the fence. Right through the fence. Right through the fence. Right through that hole. Drop it. They'll get it. Come on.
They used the bathroom? Oh, he took off with it.
Yeah, of course they use the bathroom.
Oh my God. Miss Frida, what got you into farming?
Pastor Curtis asked me if I was to do it. I'm a nurse, a farmer by choice. So I was already nursing. I know food was medicine. I know food was health. When he asked me would I come out here and do it, I didn't know anything about farming. So I took a master gardener class.
We're here with Miss Frida, a shining example of what can happen right in the community.
Right in the community in Gary, Indiana.
Where can people find this place?
It is 656 Carolina, Gary, Indiana. And the phone number is 219-880-0850. Okay?
Hey,
you guys take care.
Thank you so much. Folks, I think anywhere you are, it doesn't matter if you're in the most abandoned city in America, the slums, a nice part, anywhere, action is the ink that writes the story of your life. So if you put seeds in the soil, you put words to paper, you invest your time, your money, your effort, good things are gonna happen for you.
That's dope.
So remember that, bro. And spread love, positivity, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace. Have you noticed the immigration in the last 2 or 3 years has picked up dramatically?
He made us a lot of money. I was getting cheap like 2 different trips. I got away from them, so I just dumped them in the middle of nowhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tommy G, and today we're taking a deep dive into the world of coyotes, immigrants, and human smuggling.
Coming down, and I'm pretty sure you're aware of that.
How long do you see yourself doing this?
All my life.
So it looks like people just got caught crossing the border. ¿De dónde eres?
In today's story, we have 3 main characters: illegal immigrants, human smugglers, and U.S. government. Immigrants are sacrificing everything to come to this country to escape oppression and dire economic circumstances back home.
The authorities are now bracing for up to 10,000 migrants a day.
More than 26,000 migrants in just 72 hours.
Crisis is being used a lot when describing what is happening on the border.
The human smugglers see an opportunity to make thousands and thousands of dollars while evading law enforcement in America. And the U.S. government is pulling out all the stops to keep these illegal immigrants out of this country, including buoys filled with saws, a militarized border, and heavy punishments for people involved in the smuggling. We get to talk to each of these characters involved in this story, boots on the ground, on the Texas and Mexico border. Let's begin.
Today we're diving into one of the most important topics we've covered yet on the channel. The story of human smuggling, illegal immigration, and the human desire for a better life. We're going to cover both sides of the issue, the damage and impact illegal immigration has on communities and countries, but also the human side of the desire just to improve your outcome in life. We're going to be talking to human smugglers, coyotes, and immigrants that are making the death-defying journey to America. We'll see you on the border. So what is it like seeing these walls be constructed in your town?
Surprising, bro. Like, you live here your whole life without this fence being here, and then like shit's getting a little more serious around here.
This looks like a holding station for when they cross over. There's probably 15, 20, maybe even 30 law enforcement vehicles here.
We're in Texas, and they brought a whole lot of Florida state troopers out here.
They're calling backup.
Yeah, the whole city's like, Florida, what the hell are they doing here? But it's just that bad, bro.
You guys can only film in that area. This area is so nice.
Were there any signs? I didn't see. We're here on the border. There's just another round of people being, it looks like, actively deported. There's buses right here. We don't know how close to this situation we can get. Some of these people made it from Honduras, Colombia, Venezuela, and now they're getting sent home. These guys got caught on the border and they're getting sent back.
They crossed on the backside, yeah.
You make it all the way to the edge of America and this is what you encounter. Look, someone's jacket is stuck from trying to, someone's sweater is stuck from trying to get through this. Imagine your mom wearing that and getting stuck in barbed wire. Did you see Governor Abbott? He just put saw blades in the buoys.
Yeah, that shit already killed 2 people, bro. That's f***ed up, bro.
What is it like for people living in these type of towns?
It get a little scary for people, bro. Like, you really will see like crowds of them walking through neighborhoods here. And your grandma could be walking outside and like, oh shit, like be in fear. Like, these people could just rush in my house, like, because they're thirsty, hungry, want money, want to steal my car, want to do.
Does that ever happen?
Out in ranches, bro, they be stealing trucks, bro. Like, he's around there, they'll steal that shit because like they got no option, you feel me?
This man right here has been with us for some of the sketchiest shit we've done on the channel. We got raided by Mexican police last time I met you. You alright?
Holy
Are we rolling?
bro, we might end up in the fucking ditch just so they can just like have no paperwork, no problems, no holy.
So we're gonna go talk to some smugglers. Are you nervous at all?
I'm straight, bro. We'll be good.
I'm gonna put a shirt on and we're gonna go. You put heads here. It's like 110 degrees outside.
That's why we got the AC. So they will not survive. They'll die. I'll give them water and shower and shit.
Where are a lot of these people coming from? Like, is there a specific country? Honduras?
Deep down Mexico, like from everywhere, all kinds of people.
Everyone that goes over the border, does the cartel kind of have their hands in it in some way?
Yeah, kind of. They have the money, right?
Doing business with the cartel?
Yeah, I mean, they'll kill your ass if you f*** around, you know?
The cartel is the last group on earth I think I'd want to be stuck in a room with if they don't like me, you know? People make it all the way from Honduras and then they're here. What's the next step of the journey?
Passing the checkpoint and that's it. They're good over there.
How do you make it past a checkpoint?
Sometimes they'll try to teach them how to say like, oh, you're a citizen or this career. Like, they'll catch you real quick. Like, yeah, it's easier when it rains, like, you know? When it's like pouring, well, it can't be outside, right? Like, when it rains is the best time.
So what is that like? You're sitting at the checkpoint, waiting for someone to look at your car. What is going through your head?
You pass like by yourself. You just like they're gonna go shopping or something. So once you cross, they're like farther than the checkpoint.
They take like a path in the nature trail or something, and you go through the checkpoint alone?
Yeah.
How many people at a time is safe to do?
You can cross as many as you want. 15. Once we see it's getting hot, we get rid of them.
I smell some human shit.
They take shifts, like open window shit.
How long does the journey usually take for people? What are the risks involved with doing this? I heard a story of a guy who was driving a 18-wheeler with like 100 people in it and didn't get paid. So he just pieced out, left the people in the van. Like, tell me a crazy story that has happened while doing this, or like a risky situation you've gotten into while doing this.
One time I was in my car, I was getting chased by 2 patrols. I got away from them, so I just dumped them.
Coyotes, human smugglers have a bad reputation. What do you think about that?
I don't care what they say. Being part of the game, a better life, which they know out.
How much does it cost someone to make the journey over?
That's all they need to go.
How lucrative of is a profession for people in your shoes, for the coyotes?
Let's say you move like 5 to San Antonio from here. That's like a couple of 25, 30,000. In a night, like just one day.
How old were you guys when you started off this?
I was like 16, 17.
I think you started on one of these, but the craziest thing that's gone down while you've been doing this.
I got snitched on. They're telling me that we got like 30 minutes to the mall. And then I was gone. I mean, we don't have nothing to do. If they're telling me I'm taking them out, and then I got back, I come back, and the police is all in the house.
Your spidey sense told you.
That's how we life.
How long do you see yourself doing this?
All my life. Once you start getting to the top, it's easier. All you have to do is something. You don't have to get your hands dirty.
How do you tell your parents what you do for money? Like, what do they know about this?
They know. It's kind of hard to hide it.
What does your mom say about it?
Be careful, you know, like, careful who you hang out with and shit. Trying to get killed, trying to get jail.
The governor recently started making these buoys that have saw blades in them. So people that are crossing the river can get cut up, they can die. What do you guys think about that?
These people don't go f***ing just call.
Like, you have to basically rub shoulders with the cartel to do this job.
Let's say we have a group here, and we bring somebody to send them. Instead of sending them where they're supposed to, they take them somewhere else and they sell them for more money. That's when the cartel gets involved, because, you know, you're f***ing up there. Let's say I send you driving a car with 6 to Houston, and you don't make it, you get caught. The cartel's gonna get mad, they're gonna go after you.
Will they get you in America?
It doesn't matter.
Do you think immigration should be illegal?
No.
Do you think we should just have open borders where anyone can come in? Have you noticed that immigration in the last 2 or 3 years has picked up dramatically?
Dude, Vatican 12 that shit's skyrocketed.
Really?
He made us a lot of money. We can't act like this country is all that perfect. This country's coming down, and I'm pretty sure you're aware of that.
What do we do to make America a better place?
Reorganize the government.
If some of these guys are trying to get all the way to Chicago, how many trips or how many different people do they have to link up with to get there?
As soon as they get to San Antonio, we try to have the family come down. And,
Any final thoughts before we head out?
Y'all be safe, don't do some dumb shit. God bless America.
As we stopped to get gas, we noticed Border Patrol also getting gas too. We decided to try and talk to them. This is what happened.
In the last 2-3 years, the border has been in crisis. Is that accurate to say?
It has.
Where do you notice most of the people coming from? Is it a particular country or region, or is it all over the place?
It's all over the place. You know, I've seen Cuban, Venezuelans, more Mexican nationals, Russians. That was the first time I came to stop one. The other today, they were like, "Oh, I'm Russian." Well, no.
A lot of times these people, their families are working hard to give them money to come over here, and they view this as the land of opportunity. Do you think their mind changes once they get here, or do they believe, or once they cross the border, it's like this is the American dream?
I truly believe that they think that once they cross here, they're free. And they are, because they do get to stay here. But ever since Title 42 came in, it's like some get sent back. And
what's Title 42?
Title 42 just means the Mexican nationals, Hondurans, and if I'm not mistaken, Venezuelans getting sent back, deported. Before that Title 42 came into effect, they were all safe here. You will get a piece of paper once the immigrant will get processed and said, here's a paper, you got to go to court, you're free to stay.
And you guys seen a lot of action right now.
Oh yeah, we just had a pursuit the other day of a stolen vehicle for smugglers. I don't know if you guys heard about the Kia boys.
I did the documentary on the Kia boys.
Did you? Well, Kia boys are essentially stealing Kias, bringing them down here, load up, take out.
I don't know anything about the Kia boys you were talking about.
Tommy, appreciate it, man.
Have a good night.
Absolutely,
okay?
man. Y'all be safe.
So far in this channel, we've done a great job of getting the outlaw side of the story. But I think it is important to include the law enforcement side, because there's a yin yang to every single story. I think we have to give some understanding to what they see and go through every single day. You think that's Border Patrol?
Yeah, that's what they are. See, these are all troopers, bro.
Look, there's some buoys over there. These are the legendary buoys that are talked about. Do we see any saws?
Yeah, dude, that's what they are right here, bro. This is a saw, bro. Dude, that shit is hella sharp, too.
So you are literally traveling hundreds of miles to get here, the American dream, and this is what you encounter. A gift from the state of Texas. We're gonna do our research on the saws. Here's a voiceover on why they're here.
What we stumbled upon were the controversial Rio Grande buoys that Texas Governor Greg Abbott put into the river. These buoys have saw blades that can cut and maim the immigrants as they cross the Rio Grande River. Many call this practice cruel and inhumane.
To me, it seems inhumane.
But you were not supposed to go past that trooper that's there.
I didn't see any signs, I didn't know.
Where's your car? Get in and please leave.
I was told that this area is open to the public now. The orders may have changed.
Yeah. For sure.
So he's going to get the clarification from the higher ups. If it is open, you guys are welcome to film. Good? Okay.
Are people right there?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, people just got caught. So it looks like people just got caught crossing the border. ¿De dónde eres?
Venezuela.
Venezuela?
I'm from Colombia.
Okay. ¿Por qué sales tu país a venir aquí?
Venimos pidiendo ayuda.
¿Qué tipo de problemas tenían allá?
En mi caso, la guerrilla, los paracos,
narcotráfico allá.
Sí.
¿Los costó dinero?
No, nada, venimos con lo poco que tenemos.
¿Cuántas semanas o meses tardaron para llegar?
Un mes, por ahí más o menos.
¿Qué ha ocurrido con él? Él no puede ver.
Sí, él sí ve, pero tiene problemas. Me quitaron el reloj, me quitaron lo poquito de dinero que traía.
¿Quién robarte?
México nos quitó.
Over and over again from the immigrants, we heard that the hardest part of their journey was dealing with the Mexican police, who were beating them and robbing them at every turn. And by far the scariest thing about getting deported back to Mexico was the idea of having to escape and evade the Mexican police again.
¿De dónde eres?
Venezuela. Colombia. Ecuador.
Hondureños nosotros.
Colombia.
Si puedes hacer el viaje a América, ¿qué quieres hacer con tu vida?
Trabajar.
Que nos den seguridad y trabajo.
Escucha sobre los buoys con los saws.
Pues ajá, lo vemos riesgoso, pero más riesgoso es perder la vida, y primero que todo hay que lanzarnos a la suerte, primero es nuestra vida.
¿Tienes familia que fue contigo en el viaje que no están aquí ahora?
Yo vine sola. Todos solos, y nos hemos encontrado, y para venir hasta acá nos hemos ayudado uno con los otros.
Ahora estamos en la frontera americana y hay la policía aquí. ¿Qué piensas va a ocurrir ahora?
Ellos nos dijeron que no podíamos cruzar porque sería ilegal, pero nos dijeron que esperáramos aquí, que migración llegaba a las 6 de la mañana, que podíamos dormir aquí porque allá es peligroso y aquí estábamos seguros.
¿Necesita más agua?
Sí, por favor. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Dios le bendiga.
¿Cómo fue el viaje? ¿Cómo la calor?
Súper terrible. Agua, todo el camino hidratándonos con agua.
¿Qué quieres tu vida hacer?
Tener la vida de
una vida mejor,
de
claro,
amenazas que teníamos en nuestro país, de violencia.
Por todo tu viaje, ¿fue difícil para tu ver?
Fue difícil.
¿Tu ayuda el todo el viaje?
Sí, el camino, yo me lo encontré el camino y lo ni ayudando yo a él.
¿Eres amigos mejores? ¿O fue extraños?
¿Qué hondo estaba el río? ¿Estaba bien hondo en unas partes?
En algunas partes sí, mucha corriente. Ayudaron a una señora que estaba pasando con una niña, pero no tuvimos que devolver porque no pudimos.
Para allá van bastantes familias, como unas 6, 7 familias. Por ahí hay una señora embarazada.
Vamos a Walmart y vamos a volver, okay? It is unbelievable what some people go through in an effort to have a good life. If this isn't a f***ing reminder of what to appreciate in your own life, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, just a fence can the whole world of difference.
Hey, wearing all this bling, that's the obvious sign of the transporter.
No, tranquilo, gracias.
¿Qué puedes decir sobre la bestia?
Bastante peligroso para qué. Nosotros venimos atravesando 4 trenes.
Durante el día, muy calor.
Mucho sol.
El noche, muy frío. ¿Qué es el problema con Venezuela y cómo puede Venezuela edificar más fuerte y seguro para la gente ahí?
Cuando empezó la crisis en Venezuela, decidimos emigrar porque no teníamos comida, no teníamos agua, la luz se nos iba a cada rato. O sea, ya Venezuela no era un país como para vivir. Muchas personas se han muerto de hambre. Cuando comenzó la crisis, todo desapareció. Toda la comida desapareció.
Cuando salió COVID, se cerró todo en el país.
Antes del COVID ya todo estaba cerrado.
Things are rough right now in Venezuela. They have a leader now, President Maduro, that arguably stole the election and is still in power. The US government does not like President Maduro, so they implemented harsh trade restrictions that have negatively impacted the Venezuelan economy. Inflation went up nearly 2,000% in just 2022. Basic necessities are scarce and the price to buy them is astronomical. Things are really tough right now in Venezuela.
¿Cuántos años tienes?
26.
Deseo que el mundo puede encontrar paz y ser sin violencia. ¿Qué mensaje tienes a la gente?
Nosotros los migrantes tenemos un Dios poderoso que sabemos que nos va a ayudar. Para adelante.
Muchas gracias y buena suerte.
Igual, Dios le bendiga.
Thank you.
Yo sí tengo un problema político, tengo un cargo muy alto en mi país. Cuando tú sirves a alguien, pues sirves, ¿no? Pero cuando dejas de servir, te desechan como cualquier basura. Ustedes saben que mataron recién al candidato a la presidencia del Ecuador, Fernando Villavicencio. En la parte política estamos corriendo peligro. Mi país fue gobernado por Correa, por el presidente Rafael Correa. Ahora está la línea del partido de él también punteando para ganar nuevamente.
¿Qué grupo político estás parte de?
Yo formaba parte de Pachacuti, la parte indígena, el movimiento indígena más grande del país.
¿Qué piensas sobre estos con las partes de que cortar?
Mal por ese presidente, mal por esa persona que está gobernando, porque no solamente vengo yo, hay muchísimos, cientos de personas en las terminales. Yo compraba mis snacks para mí, pero tuve que dejarlos en el camino. Pero había niños que lloraban del hambre. Yo les daba mi comida, les daba mi agua, les daba lo que yo podía, les daba mi dinero. O sea, yo tuve una posición más y un poquito más para poder avanzar. No pagué coyote.
Mataron a mi mamá, a mi abuela, que traigo los recortes, necesito que me ayude. Yo tengo un hermano que está aquí en Miami, pero yo quiero que Diosito me ayude
me ayuden, por favor.
Hermano, deseo el mejor para tú y lo siento sobre tu situación y los problemas en tu país y con todo de mi corazón que cosas están mejor para todo. Eres valeroso, fuerte, like.
Bueno, ya nos vamos a ir, pues muchas gracias.
Vaya muy bien.
Muchas gracias, que le vaya bien.
Bendigas.
I don't really have any words right now. Americans, let this be a reminder to never bitch about anything again. Anything I have to complain about absolutely pales in comparison to the story we just heard today. We're living a life that people will literally die to have. I hope this story puts it in perspective for us. Our gratitude for this country, how we feel about this country. Let this be encouragement to you and motivation to you. To whatever you do, work very hard. Whether you're a bricklayer, or a plumber, or a coder, an engineer, professor, whatever it is, like do your part. We'll see you guys next week.